On. My audio's on.
Okay. Okay, hi, we're here. We're doing the thing. I guess I should probably find your faces so I can know what you're looking at. Hi, everyone. We're back. And we're like 2 episodes out of the end, or not out of the end, but till the end of what do we say? So I have to do terribly things to you people. I'd apologize, but then I'd have to imply I was sorry. Which I'm not, because you killed my slime, and I'm a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you tried to kill us with your slime.
I did not try to kill you with your slime. I did not. That's a lie. There was no attempt at murder. Yeah, exactly. There was no attempt. See, the silence is telling. The silence says I am correct. So,
I mean, you're not correct, but we're not going to argue.
I'm not correct. I can definitely promise you I was not trying to kill you. As the person who was in charge of the slime, they were not trying to kill you. Death was not the intent. It would have just been like slightly uncomfortable. But still,
so not killed, just slightly digested. Is that what that is?
I mean,
that's just as disgusting.
I mean,
I love you, but that's disgusting.
I wasn't saying it wasn't disgusting. I was just saying that it wasn't murder.
It's close enough.
It's not. Listen, being dead is very different than not being dead.
It's close enough.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Emberwin's Ghosts of Axia, in which I attempt to make my players appreciate nature. And nature appreciates them. See how that works? I'm Imani, your storyteller. This is episode 7. Yeah, 7. Let's start with V. You're up for introductions.
Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivesha. I play Verity, and I am very much ready to get out of this ooze-infested area, please. Please let us out. Oh, mother of oozes. No more dungeon Roombas.
I'm not keeping you. There's nothing that I am doing that is actively keeping you in this space. There's a door, you know where it is. Like,
what about the kidnapping?
What kidnapping?
All the kidnappings.
We didn't kidnap Kira. Kira's fine.
I think that's still to come.
Well, you also put Sarian and Ooze. That was a kidnapping.
That's not kidnapping. I mean, okay, that's a little kidnapping. It's a legal definition of kidnapping.
It's a slime napping.
But no, I mean, while it meets the legal definition for kidnapping, is it kidnapping if it's like eating you, but like not fully eating you?
If you have to ask.
It took her freedom of movement away. That is the legal definition.
That is how it's the legal definition of kidnapping, which is keeping someone from leaving the place that they're currently in, which includes their own home.
One of those things, if you have to ask if it's kidnapping, it's probably kidnapping.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Anyway, up next is the Wef. Would you like to?
Hello, I'm Wef. I play Kira Tully, who is the rogue, who definitely never gets into trouble. And everything's going to be fine. Yeah,
everything is fine. Arnica? Why are you laughing at me?
Because I had gotten ready to talk and then realized my mic was still muted. And then I had to navigate back to the right screen because I'm a poor and I only have one screen. I'm not fancy with like 3. So
is that a subtle dig at me?
It's a subtle dig at all of y'all with your extra screens and your cool headphones that work.
That's fair.
Y'all don't.
You know, I never got one.
For those of you not watching, you're not here for the 40-minute saga and odyssey that is reprogramming my mic to my old ancient laptop at the beginning of every single episode as everyone goes, okay, I can see you. I almost heard you. No, now I can hear you TV in another room, and I still can't hear you. So I'm Arnica.
Yet
and
she never shares her wish list when we offer to send her a headset.
Listen, I'm working on it.
The fact remains that I am Arnica, and I play the technologically terrible, apparently, druid, Saren Lycan Clutch, who is still ever so lightly tacky from being kidnapped and devoured by an ooze.
You know what? I'm gonna go break out my ooze spreadsheet. Clearly, you all did not learn about saying mean things about my oozes. So we're gonna give you some fun times as you leave.
I will burn all your jello.
Tree, you're up.
What was this about burning Jello? Sorch is very interested.
It's about you can what's the word for it?
I like how distressed you sound. It's hilarious. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just opening some cards.
Of course. Hi, I'm Flickery. I play Sorcha Keegan. She likes fire and books, but not at the same time. She also likes getting the team into horrible, horrible situations where she does something really stupid and everyone follows because they're concerned for her health. And then it's terrible. I don't know why everyone keeps trying to follow her into terrible situations. Everyone knows what's going to happen if they follow Sorcha into the weird glowing portal.
I mean, yeah, none of that was my fault.
I'm sure.
None of that was my fault.
I'm sure.
No, I forgot that happened! Fuck!
Yeah, you did! Yeah, you did! You went to the thing, and you're in the thing that looks like the place that you were that last time you ended up someplace bad that was Sorcha's fault.
God, son of a bitch!
So, for those who weren't here last week, at the end of our time together, hold on a second, what is that? What is that? Okay, so that's 3 hours, and that's 2 hours. What's this? This is also 2 hours. Just delete that. Okay, team. Where's my transcript at? I lost my transcript of the last episode, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. Oh no. Does anyone remember what we did last week?
We beat up a slime. We navigated the maze. We found a portal in the wall. We covered ourselves in a blanket of slime and then went through the portal, and Sorch is getting really excited and Saren wants to punch people.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
She did say the first person she sees when she comes out of this hole will get punched.
But it couldn't be Kira. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Kira in this time.
Kira got kidnapped. No,
okay.
Kira got straight up kidnapped, like a regular kidnap, not even like ooze.
Okay.
Kidnapped.
Okay. I was suddenly thinking like, oh my gosh, I've lost a whole portion of my memory, and then I remembered I was not here for this session. It was a moment of panic. But now I haven't had a chance to catch up, so now I get to figure it out as we go.
Also, I'm like literally looking at the transcript of our episode, so I can like go to the end. So yeah, last we checked, I believe the tallest person was in the middle, so your tent wouldn't get weird. Sorcha was in front, and Verity was in the back, and you were going through this thing, and then this thing that you went through, sort of like you're like walking down this like hallway, like this tunnel thing where the wall was, where you like covered your cloak in slime, your tent cloth, which I had to make sure wasn't flammable or something like that. I don't remember exactly the details on that particular thought. But you remember Jennifer? We all remember our good friend Jennifer. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Librarian Jennifer?
No, not librarian Jennifer. That's Laurette.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
The very
that bitch I killed.
Yeah, the lady that died, and then that got resurrected and then Sorcha forcefully made friends with.
From your cult.
Oh, yes, her. Okay, yeah. I did not bless her with the name. She was just,
Jennifer's a good buddy old pal, old friend of yours. She's your coworker now. You're in the same union together. You're on the same team. You should know your coworkers' names.
No. I refuse to work.
On average, it takes me about 9 months to learn my coworkers' names.
I don't know. I just keep
They
going.
all have nicknames until then.
They're all the same person in my head, and I refer to them by the 3 names that I think they could be. Sorry, coworkers.
I kind of often say, "Hey, love, could you?"
Oh, see, like, no, I'll literally go Meg, Jennifer, Elizabeth, and then eventually one of those names has to be correct. And if it's not, they'll correct me, and then I'll pretend that I remember, and then I won't. But I'm sorry. Yeah, I give them like normal people names. They're like regular people. Their parents don't grow up for things. My kids are gonna grow up and be an evil villain or like an NPC in a fantasy game. No, they think Jennifer's gonna grow up and be like an accountant or like a firefighter. I don't even know. I'm just saying. I don't. Yes, they have normal people names. Anyway. So yeah, you're in a tunnel looking for Kira, and the thing that looks like Kira, the tunnel that's like the tunnel that is you're in feels sort of like the portal that Jennifer like took you through, and by took you through, I mean that time you followed her home.
I mean, follow is a strong word.
I wouldn't. What do you call throwing your body self into the portal after she tries to escape your presence? Stalking?
Friendship.
Stalking. Literally how stalking works. Stalking is just aggressive friendship.
I mean, to be fair, stalkers also think they're being friends.
Exactly.
So.
Stalking is just one-sided friendship. Unhealthy friendship, but I would not recommend becoming friends with your stalker. Your stalker's definitely not. But I'm just saying.
I can tell you right now through experience that if you ever mess up and become friends with someone who is a stalker, your older sister will have to threaten to kill them if they ever step foot in the state again, and then physically harm them to prove a point. Don't become friends with your stalkers, because then your big sister will have to do criminal things.
Wait, okay, so they're gonna have to take a moment, and I apologize to Val for taking a moment in our stream to do these things. But my question is, one, you have a sister?
I am the oldest of this group of 4, and altogether there are 21 of us, considering my father's other marriages. I have a lot of siblings.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, I don't feel like anyone's older sister ever threatened me. My brother did the threatening, but I wasn't the stalker. It involved cheese.
You weren't the stalker
that he knows of in that particular situation. Really, I was exuberant in my offers of friendship. Okay, it's fine. It was well-meaning. We were out of it. Don't worry about it. I was just confirming, like it's an older sibling thing, apparently, right? The threatening of the stalker, but like, I'm sorry. Anyway, no one needs to know about that. We'll talk about that some other day. So let me think about this. So yeah, you're in a portal. Kira, buddy, Opalo friend. You are not in a portal. You were in a So what happened? What had happened was, if you don't remember do you remember where you were last before you got kidnapped?
I think wasn't I with Saren? Maybe yes. We were going back to we were going to meet the others who were fighting off slimes.
Yes. So for those who weren't here, not the last episode, but the episode beforehand, see what had happened was Saren got kidnapped by the slime, and they were studying Saren, and then Saren got let free by Kira, and the slime didn't really appreciate that. But then they got summoned by our good friend Sorcha, so they couldn't deal with the fact that their lab partner got taken from them. Right? Is that what do you call their lab specimen, I guess? Right? No. What do you call, so like, if you're a cook, if you're a chef and you've like hunted and caught your own food and you're now like studying it, what do you call the thing that you've eaten? Like, what is the ingredients?
That would be ingredients, yeah.
Okay. So the slime wasn't around to deal with the fact that their food had left the pot. For lack of better explanation as to how to describe that particular situation. Only it wasn't a real pot. It wasn't a pot. You wouldn't have died. You're not the frog in the situation. I'm telling you, you would have been fine. It would have been a little uncomfortable, but you would have been fine. Sure. And you were going through the wall and you were getting back to everyone else, and Saren was setting things on fire. And while Saren was setting things on fire, unfortunately, you didn't get out the wall fast enough.
Okay.
And so the wall, basically, you got eaten by the wall.
Oh dear.
But like, unlike getting eaten by a wall, like the way you would think getting eaten by a wall would be, it was more like you got eaten by a wall and then fell into that thing that Jennifer made that one time. And so you know that weird feeling of falling?
Mm-hmm. Like when you go for a bump and then you're like, oh, my stomach's gone. That kind of
feeling. You had that feeling and then you were suddenly somewhere else. But like, it was like, you know, like when you're actually, have you been on a roller coaster where the one that's really tall ones where your stomach does that thing, but it lasts a really long time? Yeah. And like even after it stops, you're still like, are we sure? Mm-hmm. It was that feeling. Okay. And then you ended up someplace else, but only you did not land into a pile of gel. You landed on like soft dirt.
Where I was expecting to be falling into ooze, I have instead fallen a long way onto dirt.
I mean, yes, you expected to get eaten directly by the ooze.
Yeah.
Similar to in which the way you found Saren in a cube of ooze. But you didn't. You ended up like, I don't know how to, okay. I say dirt because dirt implies dry, but it's not really dry, but it's not wet either. Like, have we seen Osmosis Jones?
Yeah.
Okay. But the WEF hasn't seen Osmosis Jones, which is fine. What is the inside? Actually, you know what it's like? So you know like when your mouth is dry? Mm-hmm. And you touch the inside of your mouth and like it's that weird, like it's not wet, but it's dry feeling?
Oh yeah.
That's what you land in.
Oh, okay.
So like cotton mouth. Ugh.
Yeah, like it's like dry, but like it's been dried. It was wet, but it's been dried with something that's like very absorbent. I don't know how to describe cotton mouth as like a feeling on your skin or the outside of your body. But imagine cotton mouth on the outside of your body. Why are you making that face, Arnica?
That's horrible.
I initially the reaction of not being in slime, I'm like, oh, this is great, and then like milliseconds later, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure that this is better. Is it at least lighter here, or am I still like in a cavey type place?
It's definitely lighter, but you're definitely still in a cavey like place. I'm so sorry. I'll stop with the weird texture thing. That's the only way I know how to describe things. Either it looks like either the inside of Bill Murray's body in Osmosis Jones.
No, you don't have to stop. It's hilarious. Just understand that I will sit here and just cringe back like a full ass Muppet. You can describe, but I will go full Muppet. And I think everyone benefits from that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's the inside of Bill Murray's body in Osmosis Jones, if that's any better.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not better than the slime then.
It's not better.
It is. Like the slime,
I've at least answered that question for myself.
I'm sticking to you. You are not sticking to this. It is not sticking to you. There's no residue on the thing that you're touching.
Saren? Verity? Torture? Anyone?
There's nothing. There's like a vague purring noise, but like not a person purring noise. Like somewhere between like a motor and a cat.
Okay, so having forgotten the danger that lights have been previously in this cage, in this cave, I'm gonna light up I'm gonna light up my little staff thing and just have a look in the direction of the purring.
The purring is like all over. The the
Okay.
ground you're on is like vaguely vibrated. Like vaguely.
Okay.
But like you can't tell if it's a really loud car somewhere. Like, you know when the cars are really loud and like you can feel it in the ground?
Mhm.
Or it could be a very close cat. You don't really know what's happening.
So close that it's like literally all around me. Okay, I actually don't want to know the answer to that question. I'll take it back.
Okay. But no, but when you turn the light on your staff and like look around, everything actually, you know, I had the perfect color. Hold on a second. What's it called? Where's the stupid color picker thing? I had it open because I needed to. Fine. Let's just Google Smurf blue hex color again. We'll get there.
I know what a Smurf blue color is.
No, but that's not the. No, I need the Smurf blue. And no, so the site that I found the Smurf answer on is the site that I needed to.
Oh, I see.
So I had previously, yeah. Where the heck? There it is. No, that's not the color that I want. Okay, I need to pick it. Okay, so I need to give you this color because it's like, it's a really good color. I found it the other day and I was just like, ooh, this is a great color. And we should use it for things. And then it's like, I don't know why my cat's making that noise. It's here it is. Everyone go look at this in Twitch chat so we all can see it. It's that color. That's the color. Like it's like a shades of that color, like variations of that color.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Is that like mauve? Whatever is that called?
Like
mauve.
Mauve. It's from mauve, but like keep going over.
It's really similar actually to the inside of my cat's mouth color. I don't know if that's coincidence or not.
I don't know what that's about. Don't know what that's about.
All right, she fell into something that felt like her cat's cotton mouth. Okay, all right.
The mostly desaturated dark red is what it is.
Okay, I'm very gingerly gonna stand up, and yeah, I mean, it's just this. Is there any way out of this cavey?
I mean, it's not a cave so much as a tunnel, and by caves are like round. This is like a hallway. Like this looks straight up like so. Oh, how do I describe this without doing the weird tryptophobia thing? Because I don't want to deal with that either.
Oh yeah, no, I'm.
But like, imagine like their whole like there's a tunnel that goes like straight, like a regular tunnel goes up and down. But like on the top, they're like holes, like SpongeBob holes.
Okay, I can deal with these. Yeah. Okay.
Like SpongeBob holes. Like you fell out of a SpongeBob hole.
I'm gonna very tentatively poke the wall with my staff to check it's not slime to confirm it's not
dry.
Slime. Okay.
It's like not slimy, but it's also it's the cottonmouth dry. Like it's dry, but like it should be wet. You probably feel more comfortable if the thing you were touching was wet.
Would I? Okay. I think I will yell a little louder for the rest, and hearing it echo down the hallway,
Let's find out. Does it echo?
Ooh. It's absorbed by the lovely inside cat mouth.
That's what I'm checking. I'm like, will the sound work like that?
Probably not.
Like soft surface. Yeah, no, it doesn't echo. It gets kind of like weird.
Because it's all flashy. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna.
Apparently soft places will absorb sound and nullify its energy.
Okay. I think I would like to not be in this corridor, so I guess I'm gonna start. There's no sign of the portal left at all, right?
No, I mean, like, it's up in the ceiling. You can totally see it.
Oh, it's in the ceiling. Oh, I see.
There's a bunch of them in the ceiling.
Oh, there's loads of portals. Oh,
There's
okay,
a bunch
okay.
of SpongeBob holes in the ceiling.
Oh, they're all portals. I just thought they were like textures. I see what you
like,
mean.
they're like the thing you
Okay.
fell out of. There are a bunch of them in the ceiling. You can't tell which one you fell out of, but they're
Yeah.
all like people sized, give or take.
Oh shit.
Or maybe you're just small. How tall are you?
I'm kind of short. I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'3".
There are
Yeah, like they're
SpongeBob
bigger than you.
holes, but they're people-sized. How big
No,
is?
they're holes like a porous sponge has holes.
All right. Okay.
That-
Okay. Because
but
I was
that-
like, how big is SpongeBob then?
Huge. I think SpongeBob's like 6 feet something.
Now this is where
I thought
determine SpongeBob is a horror show because
I-
SpongeBob's actually huge.
I thought SpongeBob was tiny because of that one movie.
No, no. So SpongeBob is apparently only 4 feet. Wait a second. How is SpongeBob only 4 feet, but like Dora's like 6? I'm so confused. Oh no,
Wait.
4 inches.
I was gonna say who has
I saw him on David Hasselhoff's back. He is not 6 feet tall.
No, sorry. Dora the Explorer is 4 foot something. SpongeBob is only 4 inches. I was confused.
Okay, because I was worried for a moment.
I was like, somebody has lied to me about the height of the Hoff.
Also, apparently she's 4 foot and 143 pounds. I don't understand how people work. That seems like a lot for an 8-year-old. Like,
This-
I'm 143 pounds probably, and also 4 foot. Am I Dora the Explorer size? Is that what we're learning
Yes,
today?
yes, you are. You are. In fact, you are Dora the Explorer.
Also, no, I'm not Dora the Explorer. She goes outside too goddamn much.
I can't argue that.
Anyway, it's fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. So. Yeah, there are a bunch of portals above your head.
It doesn't seem, but not something I can climb up to, right?
I mean, I wouldn't stop you from trying.
I mean, if it seems like it's something I could manage, how many portals are there up there?
I don't know how many portals. Give me a. Fine. Hold on a second.
I mean, like, is it like a few I can stick my head through, or is there like, dozens
No,
of
there's
them?
SpongeBob. There's SpongeBob enough.
There's
SpongeBob.
loads of them.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well,
There are SpongeBob amount of portals up in the ceiling. Like there's like okay. So have you ever seen like the inside of someone's like lungs with bronchitis? No, probably not, but maybe.
I've not, no.
Oh,
But I
okay,
mean, maybe.
yeah.
Not bronchitis. I mean, I've. This is too much science things, but I've looked at things under a microscope of that
You
kind.
know when like they have a bunch of holes in it?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like it's a perfectly normal number of holes for skin.
Okay. There's a lot of portals though. Okay. I can always come back here. I'm gonna slowly make my way down the kind of tunnel-y place just to
Left
see if
or
I can
right?
see where it goes. Oh shit, I'm like in the middle. Okay,
Like,
let's go
like,
left.
I mean, no, it's not. You're in the middle. There's only 2 ways to go: left or
Yeah.
right.
I'm not at the end of one, right?
Yeah.
It's just a tunnel. Okay, I'm gonna go left.
Okay. Right. That's left. Okay. Oh wait, hold on a second. Did I do? Okay, there we are.
Kitty, I see a kitty.
You do really? Oh.
Stream cat.
Okay. Okay. There's that. Oh, my wrote is so tiny with my tiny handwriting. Oh, okay. That's that. And then you're. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, you keep walking and you keep Did you light your staff up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Nothing's happened.
Okay.
I mean, nothing, like, the light just kind of, like, does light things in the regular way that light's supposed to work. Like, nothing bad happens.
Does it look like the corridor's gonna like bend or anything, or is it just straight?
So you know how, like, hills, when they get really, like, when they're really, really, like, slowly inclined, you can't really tell?
Yeah.
It's well,
So
I
it
think your
might be a
perception
gentle
isn't-
bend. Yeah.
You couldn't tell. Like, you can't see enough of it to tell if there's a bend happening.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna carry on for a while. I don't know what the time is, but for a bit.
Hold on a second. Can I borrow a? Wait. I don't want to do that. That was a bad mistake. That was a mistake about what I was on Google. Actually, no. I need to see the inside. How do I find the inside of that? Okay, let's go figure out what the inside of that looks like. Hold on a second, because I have one. One chest here. I guess it's back.
I just heard a mumble of that, and I'm not sure. Like...
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't know what the answer is.
See, when you say "don't worry about it," followed by those murmurings I just heard, I mean, I worry about it.
So it's fine. You went left. Okay, you're fine. Okay. I actually don't know what one of those are. Let's go find out what that is. Oh, okay. So you hear okay. So as you're keeping going left, that purring noise you heard, you felt, you could feel in your bones and in your toes. It's a little bit, what's the word for it? Getting stronger. It's happening once more with some more feelings.
Okay. Okay.
Once more with feeling.
Once more with feeling. Okay.
A little more feeling, but a little more oomph.
Oh.
Is this going to become a musical?
Oomph. But not aggressive oomph. Like.
I will swear silently to myself. Do I go back to try and get through the portals, or do I figure out what the hell I am? Last time I fell through a portal, we were on a completely different chunk of land.
True, actually.
Oh, okay. I might as well see what's at the end of here. I'll keep going.
We got a raid here. Hello.
Hello,
Raid.
Raiders.
Hi, Raiders. Hi. You just got time to see our rogue make good life choices. Solid life choices.
We never make good life choices.
No.
You're always makes good life choices.
You've got
Also-
Sorcha in the party. You never make good life choices.
Well, no, in comparison to Sorcha, everyone makes good life choices.
Also, I feel like I've been lied to because
You know
I was
what?
promised I was just regular kidnapped.
You are
This
regular
doesn't
kidnapped.
seem I don't know if I agree with your standards of regular. But let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's see what's up. Yeah, let's go
You
towards this
definitely-
ominous purring noise. Or
Actually, I know
closer.
where it is. I know where it is. Hold on. I know where it is. Okay. I have a picture. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I had to go back to the old book for this. The book before your time. Oh no, does it not have a picture? Okay. Okay.
Oops.
It does have a picture, but I can't show it to you. Never mind. Because then you'd freak out. And I don't want that. Yeah, don't want that. It's fine. So, the place that you're heading towards, it's a little bit what's the word for it? Brighter than you previously had when you were where you were coming from. Like it's gotten brighter the close, like not a lot brighter, but like there's more light happening here than it had previously been. Like you still need your staff to light things, but like you're no longer in the dark. You're muted, I think. In fact, I know you're muted.
I am muted. That was not on purpose. I am going to continue that way, but I'm going to basically start kind of trying to shield the light. In fact, I'm gonna turn it off actually,
Okay.
and basically try and slowly sneak towards where it's getting lighter. In the attempt to, if there is anything there, maybe not be seen.
We're in like a very large cave.
With the same dry mouthy walls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let's see. How does it describe the inside of this thing? This particular cave space. Do they describe it?
I always worry when the DM takes out the book.
You haven't seen the book in ages. It's a throwback. So it's like, so it describes this place as like kind of like dull in feeling, kind of humid. And let's see. It's pretty well lit, I would think. When you look around, there's a bunch of pearly white things that might be sharp, kind of like in the ground. Kind of, some of them look kind of like yellowish gray color, and a little transparent, but like not a whole lot transparent. Like the opacity is like hit and miss on some of them, but they're definitely solid.
This is bad. And then I'm just gonna be like, oh.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Skyworms? I don't want it to be a skyworm, but I don't know what else I want it to be. I'm going to, again, with even more care, go towards where the light is and these terrifying teeth-like rocks. Rock-like teeth. Something like that. And I'm also gonna go, oh my god, thank god, this is why I always go left. Left was the right way.
I mean, in comparison to the other direction in which you could have gone, yes, left was definitely the right direction to go. I'll tell you what was on the other end if you're going to go the other way.
I can figure it out.
Like, what did you think it is? What do you think it is?
Okay. Is the light open?
I think it's the butthole.
Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Is the light is there a way out? Or is it like light that's coming through?
It's light that's coming through something that I wouldn't necessarily call a way out.
Okay.
I mean, you can go out of it. There's nothing stopping you from going out of it. It's kind of huge. It's kind of obvious. And actually, you're shocked that you didn't hear it when you see it as you enter like this what amounts to a giant cave. A pretty good sized cave, like a good 10 by 12 cave, but 8-foot ceilings. It's a pretty big cave. But there's a giant hole in the cave wall that does not have a portal in it. It's just like a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see outside of it. And outside of it looks a little, what's the word for vast, blue, and cold?
Oh, shit. Like a place that's very not like where my home is.
No, it's so you know how I mean we might have forgotten this, and I'm just gonna remind everyone this. Gelspor and Axia as a whole, Gelspor and Ardell are floating cities.
Mm-hmm. Oh, am I looking out onto a void like no ground, just like the freaking void? Okay. And then I'm gonna go, oh, there's like a thin film, okay, so you know when you cut yourself or hurt yourself, but it's like that wide deep gash and your body gets that gross film thing over it where you can still see the wound on the inside, but it's no longer bleeding out. Yeah.
That's what you're seeing. You're seeing something is beginning to heal over a giant hole.
Okay, I see. I'm gonna take a few steps back.
It's like it's cells at work.
A few steps back and be like, oh my god, a skyworm. Okay. And I'm not gonna go out onto the void. I guess I need to turn around. There was no other ways to go. I can't. I mean, I'm not clinging to the side of a skyworm in the middle of space.
Space so much as like the ozone, maybe. I don't know. It's like floating. It's like you're. Listen, you should be adventurous. You should go see the outside world.
I mean, but there's nowhere for me to stand or step. I have to literally climb on the outside, right?
And then build your own footholds. I'm sure you can figure something out.
I mean, also, is this skyworms just have portals to everywhere? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
and this is a living skyworm. Oh god. Okay. I mean, maybe if I get on top of the skyworm, I'll have a better view. I think that's fine, and then I'll know where I am, because yeah, this makes complete sense. I'm gonna go and try and get a view of, like, can I see Dell and Geldspar? Can I see Axia? Is there like a way that I can get back to not be in the skyworm that isn't through the portals? Because this is where I need to look to see that. If that involves attempting to climb on top of the skyworm.
I mean, it's to climb out of the. So
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You have to like cut a hole in the platelets, climb out of the open wound, and then scale the skyworm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it not quite? It's not quite big enough for me to get out.
No,
okay,
it's totally big enough for you to get out, but it's like it's healed over. Like there's platelets.
Oh, I see. It's like stuff.
Film.
Okay.
Pulling the wound closed.
Yeah.
From
okay.
outside debris.
I'm gonna steal my breath. I'm gonna get my staff, and then I'm gonna try and basically clear a bit out all in one go.
Okay.
And then to see if that's something the skyworm notices.
It definitely notices, but it definitely does. It notices the way. I'm going to describe it as the only way to describe it as in when you've injured yourself and then you've accidentally like rubbed that injury against something else.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know what caused the pain, but you're like, that wound that I have hurts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As long as it's not going to immediately notice I'm here, then let's do it. Let's try and get a view.
The hole is a lot bigger than you. The hole is.
And then in which case, let's go and see if I can see where the hell I am. I will put my staff away, wrap my my duster around me more, and be like, "This is fine. I'm great at climbing. Like, it's only ever gone well." Shh, if you're allowed to lie, I'm allowed to lie. It's always gone fine. Let's find out where I am.
So I'm gonna need you to make an insight roll.
Insight.
Just to see how well you can notice. I guess knowledge. I don't ever know the difference between insight and knowledge. Like how well you can discern your position from where you're currently standing. It's like someone dropped you in the middle of like.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can find my home from here.
They're both the same. Well, I believe I have a critical success. And I feel like being in a skyworm requires the use of this. So
okay, that's fair.
Because Kira's somewhat, she definitely thinks everything is gonna go fine. And as much as she's like, oh shit, a skyworm, this is probably a problem, she is also hella curious. So
okay. So
she steals herself and she's gonna scale up, and because riding on a skyworm, I think that would be cool.
I mean, it's definitely a story to tell someone later on.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get out the skyworm out of a little hole and like you're like clinging to the side, you'll be pleased to know it's okay. Let's see if I can find it. Does anyone have feelings about snakes? Not good feelings or bad feelings? Okay. So imagine like if a snake was curled against the warm tree. So you know that shot in like Jungle Book where the hypno snake is up in the like kind of like laying in the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine hypno snake is Skyworm, and Skyworm is wrapped around a rock, and the rock is the bottom of Gellspar. But like it's kind of like buried in the rock, but also kind of coming out of the rock. But like it kind of blends in with the bottom of the rock. Like you can't really tell where the Skyworm ends and the rock begins. It's sort of shockingly enough doing the like chameleon thing, where like parts of it definitely are the same color as the rock.
Oh my god. How long has this been here?
I mean, for a Skyworm, you probably think it's huge, but it's not like that big.
For someone who's only recently learned about Skyworms, this is a big Skyworm.
No, it's definitely big, but it's definitely like, in comparison, it's definitely a child, not an adult.
I wonder if this has been here the whole time.
Like, this is like a...
Okay.
This is a kitten size. This is like a baby finger snake size. But your rock, but it's also the size of your rock that you're currently living on. Like,
Yeah.
you could eat your whole rock in one go. Like, you would definitely have to break it up in like little rocks to eat it.
Uh-huh. Okay. I probably need to tell the others this. Is there a way to climb back up into Gellspar from here, or is it going to be
physically? You could do it. It is
technically.
It is technically feasible.
But it's like a really long way, like expert
like,
climb.
Like you'd probably get tired unless you have like a goat with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if only I had my animal menagerie with me.
You had an alpaca.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go. I guess I have to go back in the Skyworm. And go back through those portals. So I might just for a minute enjoy the view.
It's a pretty good view. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. It's a pretty good view. It's definitely like if this was a video game and we had like vista points, this would be a vista point. Like you would have got a lot of XP points from climbing into this particular location to get this particular shot. Would not recommend doing it. Like it's definitely one of those like vista points that the dev team tells you don't go for, but we put it there for shits and giggles. And we thought we'd move it one day, but then we didn't move it.
Sorcha is not gonna shut up about having not seen this.
Sorcha's never gonna see this.
I might, yeah. I'm gonna make a quick sketch of like where this thing is and maybe try and estimate, because you know my engineering things is what I like to do. Do that like
it's definitely
flicking,
like,
have a look, see if I can like get an estimate of how big rock is and where this Skyworm is and stuff for later.
Okay, actually, here's a better question. What is the circumference of? Oh, it's only 150 miles.
Oh, only.
It seems like a lot of miles.
Wait, it's 45. I mean, no, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, she says. It's fine.
I mean, in comparison to say, no, that's okay. That's not helpful, team. How big is the whole thing? Stupid. Let's see. Can you give me the math for this team?
What kind of maths do I need to do?
What's the circumference of New York City? It keeps giving me Manhattan, which isn't helpful. I don't feel like doing math, little bastards. So let's see, 32. I don't even know if that's how, oh, here it is. Reddit answered my question. So it's 34 plus 33 plus 40 plus 38 plus 55. What number is that, team?
I don't know. I was just gonna calculate for you the circumference.
Yeah, it's like half the size of New York City. It's fine. Don't worry about it. like only the outside side. It's only it's like half the outside perimeter of New York City. That's how big this thing is. It's not that big. I feel like that's not that big. I feel like you don't believe me.
The approximate circumference of, by my calculations, of New York City would be 1,413, although that's in kilometers. Whatever that
I
is
don't
in
know
miles.
kilometers is. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know miles. Wait.
Let me put it this way. In kilometers, the thing that I'm measuring is only 240 kilometers. So
Okay.
it's a lot smaller than New York City.
That's good. 878
Yeah, see, it's
miles
totally small.
circumference, approx, of New York City.
I'm just saying, it's not that big. See, you have to like look at it. You still look at it in. Well, no, it's not how big New York City is. It's how long it takes you to walk from one to wrap around New York City.
Yeah, a circumference. That was the
Yeah,
circumference.
I was saying in chat, like someone was saying that they were Googling.
Oh, I see how big. Yeah.
It's not how big, how much square foot we cover, because it's not doing the snake thing. It's doing the circle thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
See, it's not so bad. It's a baby.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
That's how big it
so-
could be, but it's not. It's only 250 kilometers. It's much smaller than New York City.
That's good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try and ignore the existentialism of being way below my city on giant skyworm and take a bunch of notes to give to Sorcha and the rest of the team while I'm here, and then I'm gonna have to go back in the skyworm and try and figure out how to get back through the portals, because there is no way I can climb back up.
I mean, the other side note to that is, actually, I'll let you figure that out when you get there. Anyway, the rest of the team. Hi, Vivi, Verity, Sarah, and Sorcha. So back on your side of the portal, where you're still falling through space and time. We're like walking slowly through space and time.
Sorcha's making various happy and excited noises as everyone walks.
No happy noises here.
Nah.
Can
I'm
you
no longer allowed to respond to things, not even in chat, except for in like Twitch chat. But like in real life, you have to shh. You can't help them. They're on their own. So you all get to a thing, and like as you're walking, Sorcha, because you're in the front, you kind of walk into something soft, fleshy, and dry. Like you can no longer go forward any further. You've reached the end of the path.
does it still feel like she's in the portal, or has she exited the portal?
No, you're still definitely in the portal. Like you've reached the dead end in the portal. You've hit it's like the portal has like a finite, like it's not a never-ending portal unless you keep falling. But if you keep walking on the path has an end. You were not falling. You were walking in a straight line down a path.
Sorcha's gonna bump into it and then like put her hands out and like try to push on it a little bit and be. I think the path ends here. Should we go off the path? Should we go off the path? Guys, should we go off the path?
Well, is it safe?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Why are you asking me that?
I don't know. Who else am I going to ask?
All
I
right.
didn't tell you.
So I'm going to reach over Sorcha's head and start poking at it myself. What does it feel like? Is it hard? Is it the same texture Kira has encountered? What am I touching?
Something soft and dry and squishy and a little cottony. A little. It needs some moisture.
All right.
Some
I don't have an edged weapon. Does anyone in our party have an edged weapon? Because I'm about to cut us out. I'm mad at everything.
I have fire.
Fire is not an edged weapon. I want a cutting thing, not a
I
burning.
have throwing knives that I could just like hand you over.
Good.
So you can have some knives.
I'm about to Drax the Destroyer my way out of this bitch. I'm done.
I've seen that movie, but I haven't. But I sort of understand the reference that you're making. Think of it. Think of it as less. You ever like? I don't want to describe it as food because describing things as food when you're inside of them sounds bad. But like you ever like cut like a tender piece of meat? It's real soft and it kind of like slices through. Like when you like slice at it with the sharp edge weapon, it like cuts like a tender piece of meat.
Torture roll knowledge for like the safety of cutting through this, like maybe something she's read or.
I mean, you're cutting through
something
the whole
she
in
can put
space
together.
and time.
Space and time shouldn't have ate my black ass. Should have let me out. I'm also just saying.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying.
I'm the dude in the white coat. You're Puffy.
I understood that reference, but only a little bit.
So, like, from everything she's read and everything she figured out, because she did figure out all that stuff about portals before and made all those assumptions. So she's experiencing this again and is able to, you know, like observe her surroundings. Can Sorcha roll knowledge to see, like, is it safe to walk off the path? Is it safe to cut through this?
Sorcha can roll knowledge to see if
what is here is safe.
Safe. That you cannot. I cannot answer that question. Yes, everything is safe. Nothing is trying to kill you. Nothing actively would like you to be deceased. Nothing has malice intent towards your person.
Success, because Sorcha has a 15 in knowledge.
Okay, so I can't tell you if it's safe or not, but like it's not gonna kill you. It's like, how do you describe this in like a nature-y term that's not food? So you know, like if you're in like, it's like the ocean. Portals are like the ocean. It could be safe if you do the right things and there's no bad timing. There's no universal like signs for your death. Like, you know what I mean? Like the ocean could be fine.
I'm asking. Okay, let me rephrase. Does Sorcha see anything that, with her vast knowledge of having like lots of books and being really good at like deducing things, does she see anything that raises any alarm bells as this could potentially be very not safe?
No.
Okay.
But Sorcha also knows portals go places. You do not know what's on the other side of this portal. The portal itself may not kill you. The thing on the other side of the door, however, cannot guarantee that. The portal has no malice intent towards your person. It is not there to kill you. It is like the gel. The jello does not care about you. That's a. I'm curious. I would like to lick you.
Gross. We'll play it.
I mean, like.
Daddy told you to stay out of the water.
I've shown you how to get out of the water also. Daddy doesn't want to play that game. If you want to play it, play it. Daddy showed you how to play.
Well, I mean, I guess Sorcha will point that out. Just be like, I don't think the portal's dangerous, but I have no idea what's on the other side because, you know, this is going to go somewhere because this is clearly a path. So
I mean, it's going to go somewhere when I'm done cutting.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So when you get out of the portal, you when you cut a hole through the thing, suddenly. Wait, Saren, where are you in this lineup? Because you were in the center, but now you're not in the center. Are you in the front?
Well, I mean, Sorcha's short. I really didn't have to do too much. I've just been cutting over her head. I've just been leaning over her head.
Sorcha would have given the front position to Saren if she wants to
I
cut
thought
open
Verity was the tallest, so she's in the middle.
I'm 6'1", you're 6. No, I was in the middle.
You were in the middle. Oh, it was close.
It was close.
Really, Sorcha should have been in the center, and the two of you should have been at the end, like a bridge. But It's fine. How do I describe? Okay.
No, this was her terrible idea. It can just be hanging all in her face like the Ghost of Blood Manor. She's like, ooh, and we're all like, that's what you get. Why are we in a portal again? Thanks, Sorsha. I love you, Sorsha.
Okay, so when you cut above Sorcha's head, the question is
Sorcha. If she tries to cut above Sorcha's head, Sorcha will, step back out of the way.
Okay. So suddenly you're falling, Saren. As you cut, like the thing that you're cutting gives way, and you are tumbling out of the hole that you've just cut.
Sad. Sorcha's just gonna leap after, no concern for her own safety.
No, please don't leave. Please just grab me by my hair. Shit, just snatch me by my hair. Today a white woman can grab me by my hair. Just like one time only pass. Today is your day. Don't you jump.
I'm sorry, you're falling. You're like the thing about it is that's the way gravity works. You like even if she grabbed you by your hair, you would just lose a clump of your hair, and or she would come falling with you. You were like imagine you were like, how do I describe a straight line?
Sorcha's gonna try to grab onto her. Should I roll something?
If you had been doing this, like if you had been like on this straight line thing, and then you cut a hole here, on the other side of this whole thing, I need another ruler. As you cut a hole, it went like, wait, can I do that? You see that angle?
Mm-hmm.
You lean forward with the axe to like get the momentum, and you cut and keep going.
I have concerns about how you cut things and do home repairs.
I don't do
I cut drywall all the time. That's why you think I'm falling through a hole. I'm cutting this like it's drywall, which requires I stand firmly on both feet with a small knife and just move like that. I don't have a sawzall.
You don't fall.
I'm not falling.
You know what's gonna happen? Even better than that. Something's going to grab your axe and pull you.
It's a small
That's
knife.
fair. I will take that. I will take that misery.
You can let it go. And it'll be gone into like the hole in the wall, and you'll never see it again. I don't know.
That's not my knife. I held on to it.
So yeah, you're getting sucked through the wall. There's a hole in the wall that you've just created. It does not feel like the Jello. It's not like the Jello.
Well, Sorcha's gonna grab Saren's waist and like dig her heels in.
It feels like a vacuum, but without the sound effects.
Can Sorcha roll like something?
I feel
and
like
they're both tangled up in the slime covered thing, so we're now tangled.
You're kind of in like a tent bag thing. Like imagine you've just been like, so like as bad as it sounds, you put kittens in a sack. Your kitten's in a sack.
Oh no!
Versus a void that sucks.
Okay, so. Can Sorcha roll something?
Yes. Let me go look. I don't know what you roll to get out of this.
Athletics?
No, because you're definitely gonna get sucked out of this hole. Like I'm sorry, birth is being given to you. You're being evicted. You're being evicted.
I've done my time being born. I don't know. God damn. Whatever. You know what? I did this, and I'm not sorry. Now cut him again. Let's go.
I'll make you all roll off acrobatics to not end up in a moist, wet pile of tarp.
You know what?
Yes.
Gravity well.
It's not a foe. What foe? Like gravity is not your foe.
You said she could use gravity well outside of a battle situation.
It requires
to move things.
Yes, but what are you grabbing? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Gravity well pulls you towards something. What are you grabbing and what's happening?
Like if she puts the gravity well behind her while pulling on Saren, she can have the gravity well also pull on Saren.
I feel like you're trying to reverse birth, and I don't think that's fair. Your mother would like you to exit the wound.
Whatever. I really whiffed my roll, so.
I mean, Sorcha's still gonna try.
I'm not saying you can't try. I'm just saying your mother would like you to leave. It's been 9 months.
Acrobatics. Sorcha failed.
Sorcha does feel very. Are you attempting, or are you just gonna like let it go? Just let yourself be born.
The acrobatics is more to prevent trying to help Saren, but I mean,
Yeah. Verity?
we're just trying.
Yes.
Are you letting yourself be born, or are you fighting against nature and making yourself stay in your mother for more than 9 months?
I'm just holding on to my friends. I'm like, this cannot be worse than what we're doing right now.
I mean, I know I need to come up with a better metaphor. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything else that wasn't also terrible. There's just not a lot of things that get pushed out of wet, dark places.
Boba tea.
You know what? I'd rather be a 40-week-old fetus than a boba. I hate boba tea. Let's go. I'm being bored. Let's do this.
Okay. Anyway,
Drop me like a giraffe. Let's go.
You're dropped into a soft, squishy, vaguely dry, kind of humid place. It's not terribly dark, but it definitely is just a hallway. But like I say, hallway in the way like it's a pinkish mauve-looking cave space that goes left and right.
Well, I mean, Search is immediately going to like do the
fall
art
from the ceiling. You fall from the ceiling and you land on the ground.
Search is going to like hold up her hand and like hold a small flame torch thing. That's okay. There is no ability in Emberwind that does this, but I mean, Sorcha's Sorcha.
Yeah, you can make your hand a torch. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like the thing that you're in, kind of. You know, like when you have a tickle in your throat, that weird flexing thing your throat does.
Yes.
That's what happens, but you're inside of that. Nothing else happens. That's literally like it's just this aggressive, like vibration. It's aggressive vibration.
Okay, so the whole thing rumbles because we're in the Skyworm and it's trying to clear its throat because I cut a tiny hole in it. And Sorcha did something with fire, and now there's smoke. It's like
not even smoke. There's just heat.
Smoke.
It's not heat. It's just there's heat on the inside of its mouth.
It's not that much heat. It's
a little bit of heat inside of it.
You told me this thing is the size he can encircle. The grown ones can encircle New York, and he can encircle Manhattan.
No, he
can't
notice.
Manhattan.
He can encircle London. He's very tiny. It's not very big. It's a baby.
That's still big.
I don't know. I've never been to London, but it's a lot smaller than New York, apparently.
But still, it's not.
Maybe he's
like,
allergic to smoke, Sorcha.
Sorcha's holding the equivalent of a candle.
It's any spice in its life, okay? The mayonnaise is spicy for it.
It's the equivalent of a candle. It's not that much.
He's sensitive.
You're inside of this thing. Which direction would you like to go? Or would you like to try to climb up to the SpongeBob holes in the ceiling?
No, I just fell out of that. I know what's up there. And I'm mad at it.
Well,
I mean, that's how you get. I mean, your options are left, right, or up.
Maybe a hermit lives in here.
Wait, a what?
Maybe a hermit does.
Maybe
a hermit does live in here.
Maybe there's a wise old hermit that lives in this flesh cave, and he can tell us all about the flesh cave.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Oh, I got someone to play the flesh cave. I did.
This is Sorcha talking in character.
No, this is me, the GM, saying I think I was going to put someone in the flesh cave.
Sorcha says a lot of very cursed things.
Oh no, I did.
Nice.
It was supposed to be someone in the flesh cave. There will be someone in the flesh cave.
Awesome.
All right. I want to look around and see if I can tell if anybody's been here.
No, it's
ever.
Definitely a flesh cave. It's definitely a flesh cave. There's no lasting imprints of anything anywhere except for the like vague rumbling feeling of like aggressive purring.
Aye.
word? What word? What sentence, Wes?
It was all the things Sorcha was saying.
The flesh cave bed? It's fine. Don't worry
It
about
was
it.
just the. I wonder if there's a hermit living in this flesh cave.
I mean, what's the definition of a flesh cave?
It was just the sentence that made me realize where we were.
Okay,
and
so
that
they're not a hermit because they're not here because of religious disciplines.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily like just a hermit isn't like a person who lives on their own, not necessarily like in that context. But I mean,
That's like an aesthetic.
Sorcha's going to like do the Sorcha's going to be Sorcha and just be like hello and listen for it to echo. It doesn't
no
echo.
It just kind of gets soft. It gets like that weird soft where like I don't want a religious recluse. What the fuck? I need a non-religious recluse.
That's a hermit.
No, that's not a hermit. Apparently hermits are religious.
That's a certain set of hermits, like the aesthetic hermits, but not spelled like aesthetics like, ooh, look at my Instagram.
No, hermit, a person living in solitude as a religious discipline. I'm looking at the desk or a hummingbird found in shady lower layers of tropical forest.
But that's the denotative definition. The connotative definition is just a person who is often living alone.
Anyway, so there will be a recluse in the flesh cave at later points in time today. You have 4 minutes before we go to break. So which direction would you like to go? Left, right, or up? Wes is not allowed to help you answer this question.
Sorcha's just going to like move around the area, examining things. It's
just more fleshy. It's just more inside, like mouth flesh.
Is the
like dry mouth flesh?
Does the fire really seem to be bothering it that much?
Like not like a lot, but like it's like you ate okay, you ever like eat like a regular whole peppercorn?
Yes, that's unpleasant.
It's unpleasant. It's not bothersome. It's just unpleasant. Like you just don't like it.
Sorcha's going to actually extinguish the fire and change it to an arc of electricity between her fingers because she can do that because Ardents have lightning as well.
I mean, also lightning is just a lot of really specific fire.
I know, but
but it can't bother.
It's an electric current. It's not.
But is it going through your whole body or is it just going through your hand?
It's like arcing between her fingers. Like it's like
grounded.
It's magic.
Okay, that's fine. I'll accept it.
She's creating
for you to have such a hissy fit about how mean we were to your man-eating Jello, you seem really, really hell-bent on having us torture a little bitty, teeny tiny, super adorable baby skyworm.
I would not use the word adorable to describe it. I would not say adorable as any way, shape, or form in describing the skyworm.
Hey.
Look, it's so ugly, it's cute. Like that cat from TikTok.
I don't know what cat from TikTok you're talking about.
There's a lot of ugly, cute cats on TikTok.
All of them are ugly on TikTok.
Every cat is cute. You're wrong.
And so is the skyworm. He's a hideous little baby, and his mama thinks he's gorgeous.
It's true. His mother didn't know. You know what? I'm gonna let the left, right, or up. Which way are you going?
We're going right. Team Butthole. Let's do this.
Okay.
What?
Going right, it is.
Look, if the left is the mouth, the right is the butthole. There's no way out the mouth. We're going in the colon. We're heading there like a moon over my hammies.
What does it look like to the left and right?
It looks like more flesh.
Okay.
It's more pink, mauve, soft, dry flesh. You can't tell. Like the thing about it is, it's so long, but also so short. You can't see in a distance. Like, do you ever like you're in like a tunnel that seems to go on forever, and you can't see the end, but you know it has to be there. You can't tell if you're going like if it's curving or if you're going up or down. You literally can't see enough to get a visual.
Okay. You know what?
Yes.
Generally speaking, the flesh in a creature's mouth or
Not in its mouth.
or anywhere in the digestive tract has a direction to it. Like you know how like you have those throw pillows where if you like run your hand over it one way it's real smooth, but if you go the other way it's like really rough because the pillow has a grain.
Yeah.
That exists inside your body.
Okay.
We're in like the esophagus, like down right above the right above the sphincter. Because listen, I'm saving you. Shush.
No, you're wrong. I know where you are.
Well, if Kira made it to the mouth that fast, we have to be near the throat.
Yeah.
Okay. The esophagus is part of your throat. We're in the esophagus somewhere near the sphincter at your diaphragm so that you don't breathe and swallow simultaneously, because otherwise we're about to end up on a 10-minute completely correct side tangent about villi, and I swear to God I will join in because I love villi. Shit's weird.
I don't know what villi is, but can I just tell you where everyone is? So we can
Yes.
I was going to ask. Do we have a texture like that? Because if so, we are much lower than the throat.
I would like to tell you, you're like below your esophagus, but you're more like respiratory area than.
Okay, so we're in the lungs.
You're in the thing where you get bronchitis because there are holes in things.
The bronchial tubes. Okay. So anyway. is there wind, like breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going. Actually, what direction?
In that case, Sorcha's just gonna be like, shouldn't we follow the breeze to get to the exit?
Yes, that is. That's weird. Why do you not know the answer to that question? I guess I'm not asking that question right. It's okay. What's happening?
Val, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not.
I feel like Vora is more venom. This is
no.
Maybe like if we had to compare things, like we're on the Osmosis Jones side of things, not the venom side of things.
Right. This is sci-fi shrunk down inside something. Nothing's been eaten. We're not being digested.
Correct.
We are.
This is. Are we going to meet Miss Frizzle?
Park. Rick has shrunk us down and shot us inside the giant man floating over the planet.
Are we like? Are we going to meet Miss Frizzle? Is there going to be a magic school bus? Please tell me there's a magic school bus.
Nobody watched Once Upon a Time, Our Bodies. This is what we're doing. We're just.
I watched it, but I like my magic school bus reference.
Team.
Yeah.
I think our brains need a break.
Yeah.
Well, we determined because, like, okay. So here's the thing: if you go, when air moves where, but like, if you're talking about the way the breeze is going, you want to go towards the breeze, right?
Yeah.
Not with lungs.
I don't know.
What they would do is the force of the air entering would be higher than the force of the air exiting, because of the way airflow works. So technically, if we go towards the part where there's more wind, that would be considered, quote unquote, out.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, okay. If we were doing this in real world science, we're going to take 2 seconds and then I'm going to tell you this. But there's also air coming from the holes in the ceiling above you.
Well, that's not how lungs work. Now I'm confused. Let's go take a break. I need a cigarette.
Giant fucking portals above your head.
That's not how lungs work.
Hi everyone, we're back. We had to wait because I was going to tell them something, but now I've forgotten what it was. What was I going to tell you? It was important.
Something about skyworms being mammals?
Right, so they're mammals. They're definitely mammals, and I'm telling you that they're mammals because, so you weren't here for the first half of season 1, obviously. So you didn't, and I'm assuming no one ever went back and looked.
I skimmed
Fine,
through
you didn't.
it, but I didn't see all the details.
So the skyworms are officially, like, legally referred to as leviathans,
Okay.
which are whales, which are mammals.
Technically,
It's a
Technically,
giant, it's
the-
a spying whale.
in mythology, the Leviathan is a sea serpent.
It's a sky whale.
We'll take sky whale.
Okay.
Because if it's a sea serpent, then it's going to eat you and lay you an egg. Do you want that instead?
I don't know what
That's
Actually-
not how eggs work, but okay.
I'll say maybe you and I should have a conversation about how eggs are made once we're on.
No, so like the way cats have babies, they like take a whole bunch of DNA inside of them and spit out a bunch of like mismatched kittens.
No, please.
It's basically like that. They're gonna eat your DNA and spit out a bunch of mismatched kittens at the same time.
I love it. Sure, I'll take it.
So yeah, team, that's your choice. Do you want it to be a whale?
This is
or do you-
fantasy after all.
No, here's the question: do you want it to be a whale or do you want it to be a sea serpent?
So
Whale.
it's a sky whale now. You've already said
It's a
the
sky
name.
whale.
We
It's
talked
over.
about
It
where
can be a
Bennett
sky
comes
whale.
from.
That's fine. I'm
saying
just
your
saying.
options are being laid eggs or just regular birthing.
I'm just saying that if you're like,
I'm really concerned that you don't know where babies come from.
I just bought a book about where babies come
I'm
from.
really concerned that somebody told you 10 years ago that you get pregnant if you swallow and you've been stuck on that since then.
No, wait,
I can't get out.
just bought a book about where babies come from. I bought 5 of them.
You should have wrong, though.
I got this. Here.
I'm okay.
I'm very excited about this.
my ribs, they hurt so much.
Everyone should buy this. We can learn where babies come from. Wait.
I'm okay.
All right, focus. How the heck are we gonna get out of whatever this is and not see any eggs?
Wait, so I can't.
All of them are broken.
I was
Fine, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna wait for you to get yourselves together.
You're gonna be waiting a minute. I could laugh like an idiot for 8 hours.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I know how kittens get born. And really, what else do I need to know?
But wait, what about the platypus?
Now stop.
My God, it's enough.
Come on, we got it. We gotta get together. We have to finish our episode.
Okay. All right, everybody pretend like we're in fucking preschool. Shake your wiggles out real quick and let's do this.
Okay. Like I was saying, back in the real world of this game of Ember Winds, inside of this pink flushy thing that you're inside of, if you go the direction the wind is coming from, which is right. Actually, do I want you to go right? I don't care. You said right? You said you were going right. Is that what we determined?
I guess.
Yes, Saren
Yeah.
said Team Butthole is going right.
And I told you that you weren't headed. I mean, you are technically headed, but you're like nowhere near the butthole. Like,
Well,
that's not the
who says
immediate-
that? That is why we're called Team Butthole.
You're not in the immediate vicinities of the butthole.
I mean,
Yeah, but with some
Saren came
effort, we'll make
into
it.
the Baron's shirt, right? Maybe she has other reasons to name us that.
I
In-
still.
Okay. So yeah, as you descend deeper into the cavern that is this moist cave area, they're pegging out through these streets.
I mean,
Okay.
Sorcha's also gonna check on her bird friend.
Bird friend's mad. Like bird friend was like, so like you've seen bird friend chill, you've seen bird friend violent. You've never seen bird friend the way bird friend is currently. Like bird friend is like, imagine an angry wet cat
Oh.
in a corner.
Well, Sorcha had the. You really think that Sorcha's bag isn't like waterproof to protect her book?
I'm not saying that your bag. I'm not saying that it is in fact wet, but imagine what an angry wet cat looks like. Like imagine a cornered wet cat.
Sorcha's gonna pick it up and like do the thing where you hold the bird's wings and cradle it close and give it scritches and comfort
it's not
it.
making it any happier. It's not making it angry, but it's not making it happy either. It does. It's like you know when cats get scared and they pee on things, or they get mad and they pee on things.
Yeah.
I know when they get scared and piss your lip.
Or that. Bird friend is like that. Bird friend is like in between the I'm scared, I'm angry, therefore I don't know how to react, so I'm just violently peeing on things. But like not actually peeing on things. Like there's no actual pee happening. But
like it's the fight or flight frozen kind of unhappy.
Yeah. I'm gonna bite you if I thought it would help me, but I don't think biting you would help me. So I'm just gonna stay here and be mad.
Sorcha's just going to cuddle it as she walks. Give it lots of scritches and make it feel better. It's not working, but like
it's neutral. It's a neutral.
It might help a little bit. It's a.
You're not making it worse.
Yeah. And she's going to make little tiny lights to feed it. Little tiny lights.
It will aggressively eat the tiny little lights. Like if I eat enough of them, maybe I'll be big enough to kill whatever's making me angry. Oh, I'm so smart.
Hold on, I'm checking how much money I got. Cause if I got enough, I'm gonna pay $5 and still it peas.
No, no, please. Why would you do such a thing?
What?
Y'all real lucky. My Amazon payment went through a day early because I swear to God I was gonna make that bird be so mad at me.
Oh, the poor
It just
thing.
seemed like the right. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
I need someone to do it. I need someone in chat to do it because I can't do it. It doesn't work if I do it. I need someone. I need to summon someone to make the bird pee.
Chloe could.
Wait, hold on. 1 second.
I can do the opposite. I can do the opposite.
Oh, is this now turning into a bit war?
He's like, I'm gonna pay $5 for it to have no cloaca at all.
Nope. We're gonna do the thing. I am summoning someone to give.
Mana mana, dooby dooby, mana mana, dooby doo, mana mana.
But yeah, Sorcha's going to just look at everybody. I think I'm gonna name it Pepper.
Ah, damn it!
What?
I fucked that up. I don't know how to tweet. Fuck. How do you undo this? I don't know how Twitter works. Oh, there we go. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. I'm requesting assistance from someone who is not me to do the thing because I need it. I need someone to give me money to do the thing. It's gonna be great. I promise. It's gonna be the best thing ever. Cause it's not gonna be with anyone. I might do it anyway. I might just do it for my own joy. Not gonna lie. I might do it because it makes me happy. How do we feel about that? Doing things because it makes the GM happy.
I mean, I fully support that.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it ends. Okay.
There you go.
So Bird's friend is angry and unhappy and does not want to be here. You continue down this path. And it gets warm. Like it was humid before, but like now it's getting like swampy, muggy warm. Like Georgia, Florida line in the summer, warm and muggy.
Oh, that's
spring.
Lovely.
What's that? What happened?
You're getting someplace that's warm and wet. I mean, that's how humidity happens, right? I don't know. You're getting closer to a source of humidity.
Okay.
Right? Is that water evaporating? Yeah, there's a lot of liquid evaporating into the air, and it's warm. Gifts a tier one. No, in order you think donate via coffee to give me ideas.
Well, that's all I had.
But no, is that? I don't know who that is. What's happening?
It's me.
I'm confused.
I don't know. I'm clicking on things and I didn't mean to. I'm trying to get out and I don't know how to get out. So this is just what's happening.
Oh, I'm talking about Floyd in chat.
That's me.
Oh, really? How did I not know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did know that and I forgot. Never mind.
I already used a Streamlabs donation.
Yeah, I don't think Val, am I allowed to donate money to myself? Val's not here to help me.
You are the masters of your fate
I
and our fate.
I could do this for free. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for free. This was a freebie.
I donated for a no.
You've been overruled by the voice of God because I decided that I had a great idea.
I gave my lunch money to get you peed on by a bird. I want to see it.
It's fine.
I did the same thing for a no, so
it's okay. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let everyone know that no one's getting peed on against their will. There are rules for consent and things like that.
That is true. I thought that counted with people.
What, people?
Animals just pee sometimes. Okay, I'm done. That is fair.
I mean, yeah, animals do just pee sometimes, but like, I have a better idea than pee. I have something better than pee. Anyway, don't worry about it. So, you get to this place. It's warm and humid and wet and moist and all those other terrible words. And it doesn't. It smells kind of electric.
like ozone.
Like ozone. Yeah, it smells like ozone-y. Actually, has anyone ever? Wait a second. I need to borrow Kira for a second. Kira, pay attention to chat. To Zoom chat.
Okay, so Sorcha is going to like put Bird Friend back. Let Bird Friend be safe and comfy in the bag for now. And investigate.
I need you to answer that question first before I let you investigate.
I know what that means.
That's
Alligator music.
No, I asked Sorcha something. I need Sorcha to respond to tell me before we can.
that's a good question, actually.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, she would like. Do they dissolve if you drop them in water?
No.
You know what? Sorcha probably has at some point. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I was just checking. Because Kira also has done the exact same thing. I'm just confirming that the two of you definitely would have been the ones.
Kira is, I mean, she doesn't know this, but I think she would be, she would take pause at the number of times that her and Sorcha have, like, gone to the same headspace this episode.
It's true, actually, when you think about it. You're just like your opposite sides of the same chaos wand.
This is true.
One is scary and the other's adorable, but both of them will probably get you killed. Who's who? We don't know. The important part, however, is Sorcha recognizes the weird staticky ozone-y feeler in the air as like that feeling you get when you put a crystal in your mouth.
Because Sorcha just wanted to know what it tasted like. She thought it might be blueberry. It was not.
It did not taste like blueberry. It doesn't. It tastes like if you licked a Tesla coil.
Like if you were to lick a battery. Yeah.
No, because batteries hurt. Batteries don't taste good. This doesn't taste bad, but you would not necessarily recommend a child do it. Maybe another adult.
I mean, licking a Tesla coil is arguably worse.
Right, but like Tesla coils look nice and they look like they taste good. What do a Tesla coil taste like?
It tastes like anodized copper and the wires they wrap around it until it's turned on, and then it tastes like death. Sweet, sweet death.
But like, what does death taste like before it hits?
It tastes like a battery.
Licorice?
I feel like it tastes like a beach. Like, you know that wet dirt taste? That like specific, like earthy, nice wet dirt?
No, it does not taste like that.
Well, that's what this tastes like.
Okay.
That's what I assumed it tasted like.
No,
like a beach in a lightning storm, or like right before like a grassy place.
It like
it's
for
like,
ozone.
That's what it tastes like. Tesla coils. I was wrong. Tesla coils don't taste like that. I never licked one. But it tastes like
metallic.
You're on a beach. It's gonna be a thunderstorm, a lightning storm, and like
that's more of a texture. But yeah, I get you.
That's what it tastes like. The air tastes like that. It smells like that, and like you can kind of like feel it in your toes.
Yeah, it's that electric, ozone-y, if you're in a lightning storm kind of.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Sorcha's not going to communicate any of this.
I mean, everybody can feel it, even if they don't know what it is.
The fact that it tastes like a crystal, I mean.
Correct.
Sorcha's just going to be like, is this where crystals are made? I bet it is. And she's just going to start looking around with no explanation as to why she thinks that.
It sort of smells like a crystal. Like a crystal definitely smells like blueberry, though.
But does it smell like artificial blueberry or natural blueberry?
It smells like what you think blueberry smells like in your dreams.
I live in Maine. I'm real familiar with the scent of blueberries. Like I'm just
in my life.
Okay, then I'm going to assume that you mean smells like the blueberry marker that you write on the whiteboard with.
No. How do I describe what this fake blueberry smells like? It smells like IHOP blueberry syrup.
Wait, what about blueberry Jolly Ranchers?
I don't eat blueberry Jolly Ranchers because they're not blueberry. They're actually raspberry and they're poison.
Oh.
I'm allergic to raspberry candy. It's the whole thing.
I meant like blueberry flavored candy.
No, literally it smells like blueberry IHOP syrup.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I missed when you said that before because you said syrup. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
and it was like blueberry
IHOP.
IHOP.
Specifically, the brand of IHOP syrup that they use. That's like that fake blueberry. That's not you. It's not blueberry, but like it's the closest thing you can describe to what blueberry would be.
It's not bad. Yeah, sure, okay. But Sorcha's running around looking for crystals. She's like, trying to make more light, looking around. Is anyone going to stop her? She's just scampering about, touching things.
No, I'm just gonna let her touch shit. I'm mad at everything, and I'm just gonna let her touch things.
So the place that you're in is kind of dark, but like not like dark, but like you can't see all the ends of it. So as you're like scampering around, you will come across a structure that may or may not look like a small outhouse, but like bigger than a small outhouse, but like made out of weird things, but definitely like not the same fleshy material as the walls. Like something like woodish, like tree-ish. Like I didn't hear a word of that.
Sorry, I found a building.
There's a building. It's a small building. It's a regular sized building. Like
Guys, I found a building. I found
building.
a building. Sorch is immediately going to try to open the door.
A building inside a skyworm or a building inside the rock of Gelspar?
A building inside the skyworm.
Okay. Check that out.
A small one, like not a big one. Like it's definitely like it's not the size of Kira's workshop, in fact.
Sorch is already attempting to open the door without knocking. She's just trying to get in. I mean, she's not trying to break the door. She's just like, if it's locked, she's not.
That direction the door opens.
Like
it opens inward, and when you open the door inward, I need you to make an athletics check.
Like she's not running inside. She's just opening the door.
I know, but the second when you open the door, once the door is no longer, once you can see once the door has cleared the doorway, in which there's no door visible on either way, I need you to make an athletics check.
Athletics,
you don't have to move. Like you're in the doorway.
Yeah, she fails.
Oh, you take a shovel to the face.
Should I roll like dodge or toughness or?
I don't even know. Like, what? Yes, roll the dodge because it's not gonna. It's not. This is not intended to give you damage because I don't even know what the damage on the.
Yeah, she just fails.
Okay, you got hit in the face with a shovel, but like, you know when Tangled, when Rapunzel hit Eugene with the frying pan.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's that moment right there.
All right, I don't like that. I pull my hammer and I run out to the door to see who the fuck just hit my buddy with a shovel. I got a big hammer. He's got a busted ass shovel. She's got a busted ass shovel. Let's see if she feels froggy.
Sorcha was Goldilocks, so she kind of deserved that shovel.
I mean,
fuck them bears. They're bears. What do they need with a house?
How tall are you?
Was the shovel? Did she get hit by the blade or the flat?
The flat side. You got hit the flat like a frying pan to the face, but a shovel. It's definitely a shovel.
Okay. Sorcha's probably like. That probably dropped her to her face, and she's just holding her head, just like, why would you do that? Why would
you see someone? And like the person is like if you drop down and like you're looking up at them, like you see a pair of like vaguely uncomfortably bright eyes, like the way like like when you see cats in the dark and their eyes glow, like that weird thing that happens, like forgot where they have the reflective thing in the back of their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That thing happens. You're staring at someone's eyes who look like them, but it's definitely a person-shaped face, like a people-shaped face.
Why would you do that?
Wait, how tall are you? Yeah, how tall is Sorcha?
She's short compared to everyone else. She's she's like 5'3". I'm
trying to determine how high. Like,
Sorcha is like almost an entire.
I'm gonna rephrase it. It wasn't your face. It's like more like the wide flat of your chest. Because she's not tall enough to hit you in the face with a shovel.
A shovel has a handle. Yeah. How tiny is she?
But they're not. They're like I have to stand up to do this. But like they're like standing against the back of the wall where the door is, and when you open the door, they like swung the shovel. Like it went. I guess that would have been.
You can hit her in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, she can hit her in the face.
The person is flat against the
wall.
Not
that I've ever swung shovels.
When you like fall to the ground and you're like looking up at them, they're looking back at you, and it's like you see a woman, or someone with feminine features at the very least, at the through your like painful face, glowing eyes.
Sorcha's just screaming. Not screaming, like
Crying
borderline
because he hit
tears.
with a
Why
shovel.
would you do that? Why would you
Could
do
you
that?
surprise me? What the? Who are you? What are you doing? Like they're like literally clutching the shovel to themselves. Like, who are you? What are you doing here? Very much like Rapunzel to Flynn when he breaks into her tower.
When people, I don't hit people with shovels when they surprise me. What's wrong
Clearly,
with
you're
you?
doing it wrong. No one
Sorcha
surprises
thinks
me.
Sorcha thinks critically about this.
Listen, no one surprises me. I hit them with shovels. They stop surprising me. See how well that works out for me? Who are you and what are you doing here? You're being interrogated. Like this is an aggressive interrogation. This is I'm terrified and I will hit you again with the shovel if you answer me wrong.
Through a hole.
That's what they all say.
We fell through a hole, and we are here now. We don't know why we're here. We fell through a hole. Sorcha's just trying
Everyone
to
else
get
doing in
up.
the background because Sorcha's being and Sorcha is now on the ground clutching their face. There Saren.
I got my hammer in one hand because I thought I was about to bust a big ass dude in the head, and now there's a child-sized, possibly woman. I thought you said that they were smaller than Sorcha. Sorcha's barely adult sized.
Okay, look, they're like regular. They're like normal. You're a tall person. You're a large adult.
I am. To be fair, don't ever ask me who's short. Everyone who's less than 5'8" you're all the same height.
They're like a regular sized human being. I'm trying to figure out if any of you know her. Let's see. I feel like one of you should have known her. Actually, damn it, Kira's not here. No.
If Kira knows her, possibly if I see her face in the light, I might recognize her but not know her.
Looks familiar. Like I feel like all of you think she looks like vaguely familiar, but you couldn't figure it out exactly. Like you're staring. Like I know your face, but then she also just hit my friend with a.
I don't know, but I do know I'm gonna reach out and snatch that shovel out of her hands before she swings it again. Don't trust her.
Scuttles backwards out of your reach, but clutches the shovel. Makes no move to swing it at you, but definitely attempting to keep their sole weapon.
Sorcha's just going to stand up. Like she's not going to be directly next to her, but she's like, she's going to start healing herself. Like
I don't think Saren knows her because I have a specific note. It says Saren doesn't know about X.
Okay.
Sorcha's.
No, you've met. Hold on a second.
We might not have met. That might have been one of the days I was unavailable and everyone played without me.
No. Hold on a second. I'm looking at my family tree here. Okay, there we go. Nope, there we go. I figured it out. You have met the person that I'm thinking about, but you haven't met the person that you're standing in front of. Like you don't know her.
Yeah, but Sorcha
might. I feel like Sorcha knows who this person is.
Sorcha knows a lot of people.
Okay. Let's see.
But yeah, Sorcha's gonna climb to her feet and have like a sort of like little, how like the sun has little waves, little arcs of plasma coming off it. It looks like that when she heals things. So she's.
Oh wait, I didn't answer that properly.
She's healing herself.
Okay. So as this is happening, this is not. I would not say this is. There's a loud enough commotion happening, correct? This is not silent, right?
I mean,
yeah, no. I'm hollering. Sorcha's crying. Ladies yelling at us.
Sorcha got
very loud hitting. Boom.
Yeah, very loud comical cartoon hit with a shovel. That sounds a lot like the frying pan from Tangled.
Yes. So Kira, who had been on the other side of the Skyworm and had been making her way back inside, you were basically behind them. You were like a good 30-ish minutes behind them, based on the so let me rephrase this. Explain time real fast. You fell in hole. You then walked to the stomach hole that was outside, that leads outside. That was like a 30, 40-ish minute walk. You explored outside, took some notes, took another 20 minutes. So it's been you've been inside of this area for about an hour. from when you originally got kidnapped. So from not this week, but last time you were here. So when they show up, you've been there for about an hour. When B team shows up, you've been there for about an hour. And it takes B team about 30 minutes to get to the other direction, to where they currently are. So when you're coming back, you're like behind them. And still, you can't necessarily hear details, but you hear different not purring noises. Like, you can't make out words because the echo doesn't work like that, but you hear not purring sounds. Like, you definitely hear sounds of something like underwater walrus sound. I don't know how to describe sound being absorbed by walls, by soft fleshy bits.
Yeah. Well, I will get my stuff out again, and I will go towards the sounds.
And so as you get towards the other end of the tunnel that you were on, you see one Verity, staring with their hammers out, and a Sorcher on the ground clutching their face. Like, you're like,
can you guys hear me?
Like maybe 15 feet, because there's like across the ways.
Because
like, you can see them.
Because Sorcha stood up and she's healing herself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see Sorcha.
In fact, she's glowing a bit because she's healing herself.
Yeah.
So I run over.
Look, you found your party.
To them. Yeah. Guys.
Yeah. Sorcha-sized hug.
Yes, I will give a hug back and be like, I have some notes for you, but more importantly, we're in a Skyworm. Also, hello. And I recognize like, oh, that there's a person here, and then there's Frying Pan. Oh, okay.
Well, no, let me rephrase that. You don't recognize her. You don't know who she is, but you're like, I know that face. That face looks like Miss Nancy, but like younger.
Miss Nancy. Remind me who Miss Nancy is.
She's the nice lady in the fur coat.
Oh.
Wait, who?
Remember Nancy, the lady who watched you steal the horse?
The lady who watched me steal the horse.
Yeah,
Yes, came and confronted us.
Miss Nancy. Like, this is like not exactly just like Miss Nancy, but like, you're like, this person stole Miss Nancy's face and like aged down like 20 years maybe.
Miss Nancy who was missing the daughter?
Miss Nancy who's missing the daughter.
So I think I'm in the middle of being like, we're in a Skyworm and it's around Axia, and then I clock the face, and I'm like, oh my god, you found Miss Nancy's daughter. What? Help.
Like, when you say Nancy, she like looks at you like, you know my mother?
We're acquaintances. How did you get here, and why do you have a frying pan?
Well, because I was being invaded. I would defend myself. I don't really see many people around these parts. In fact, I haven't seen many people around the last decade or so. Who are you people? How do you know my mother? What, like, complete and utter baffled, confused. Like, and the longer you look at this person, the more you can see that they're kind of like I mean, I've never seen it, but you know that one movie where Tom Hanks is on the island with the volleyball?
Yeah.
It's a combination of like Tom Hanks on the island with the volleyball and Jane from Tarzan in the Disney movie after she's like been in wherever the fuck they are in Tarzan for a while.
Yeah. Your mother thinks you're like stolen. Did you fall through a ceiling portal like us? You guys fell through a ceiling portal, right? Are you guys okay? I am confused.
We fell through a hole.
We've been
Also,
better.
give me those notes.
Did you?
Give me those notes. Give me the notes.
Oh, I unfold them and I'm like, yeah, and I hand them over.
Sorcha has been placated for now.
Yeah.
Point out that you did not fall through a hole. You cut your way out of a wall.
Okay, so
You then pressed your body through, covered in a slime-covered tarp.
I mean, technically, I led everyone through another portal again, and then Saren cut a hole in a flesh wall, and we ended up here.
So Elizabeth, who's the person in this question, is staring at you like, what the actual fuck?
You should maybe come back with us? I mean, how exactly do we go back?
Back. Okay. I was doing work, and then there was a portal, and I ended up here, but like not then, but now. And then no one's been here and she like looks at the wall, and like on the wall you can see that there's like a bunch of marks on the wall, like someone was keeping count of some things, and you can see to the point where like some of the marks are like kind of like not so great, but then they kind of get like back on track again, like when someone's like keeping track of something and they kind of stop counting and they start counting again.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I was counting how many days I'd been stuck here, but then I got upsetting when I thought about how many days I'd been stuck here. So I stopped counting, but then I realized I should probably keep counting because like that's important information.
About how many days does it seem like has been counted?
Let's talk in years. At least like 3. Like year 2 is a little hit and miss. But there's a distinct calendar system being marked on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Well, this doesn't look great for us being able to get back. Okay. You came through a portal. I came through a portal. Is this just kind of normal Skywormy things? I'm going to kind of look to Sorcha and the others.
I mean, yes, it is normal Skywormy things.
I don't know if it is. I don't study. I mean, I know about living things, but I didn't study Skyworms.
From each of you, you each get I'm gonna say you each get 3 sets of questions. 3 questions, or no, you each get 2 questions, but you can't ask the same question.
Mm-hmm.
You can expand on a previous person's question, but you can't ask the same question again. Hello. So if anyone has questions for our dear friend Elizabeth, who's been in this Skyrim for at least the last 3 years that you can tell, they might have some answers to the questions about how the Skyworm thing that you're in works.
Do we know her name? Did Miss Nancy tell us her name?
When she realizes that she didn't, she says her name is Elizabeth. I
Okay.
think you knew that, but I'm not sure if she'll introduce herself as Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That she was a she'll give you a very minor info dump. Basically, she was a researcher doing a project, and then the portal happened, and she got sucked on the other side, and she hasn't been able to leave. But then, some other things happened, but we'll talk about that later.
And just
the important part is that she hadn't figured out how to leave because the only way she knows how to get here is through the portals, and all the other portals that she's found don't go out of here. Like she has not found the one that leads outside, except for the hole in the wall, which doesn't seem smart.
Okay. And just remind me, did Miss Nancy, she thought that someone of the cult had done something, right? With Elizabeth?
She thought the cult knew something about what happened to her daughter because the cult knows things about the portals.
Yeah, okay.
It's like in a roundabout way, she thinks the cult kidnapped her daughter, or at least knows where her daughter is because they know a portal and she knows her daughter went through a portal.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
They're not directly related, but you did the research, give me your paperwork or else.
Yeah.
Saren, Verity?
I wasn't there when everyone went to see Miss Nancy. I was drunk, so I'm going to let everyone else ask their questions first, and then I'm going to come sweep up after.
Okay.
Good plan.
You have 30 minutes to come up with 2 sets of questions, everyone.
Oh gosh.
For the Skyworm expert, who's also the hermit who lives in the flesh cave. Why are you making that face there,
Like I'm trying to remember because I know Miss Nancy was really annoying. So it's like
Lovely. She has the best fur coat.
yeah, didn't we think she was from the cult
Yes,
at first?
I think maybe. I think you were suspicious of Miss Nancy, yes.
Yes, I was.
Miss Nancy's done nothing. No one has ever done anything wrong to anyone ever.
I think my first question that I'm just gonna blurt out is gonna be, you don't happen to know anything about what was the cult called?
Oh God, what is the cult called?
I will say the cult, and I'm saying whatever the name of the cult is.
That's fair. I don't know what the cult was called.
I will
either.
say you don't happen to know these people, do you?
Shoot.
Hold on, I have it in my notes.
I forgot what the cult means.
Scions.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Why do I want to say the Science of the Seventh Dawn? But that's not the right game.
I'm glad I took notes.
Well, I was looking for it in the.
Yeah.
The Science Guild. Yes.
You don't happen to know them, did you? They're not the reason you ended up here, right?
It's the Science Guild. They're still around. So like actually, like they're still around. They're still like
Round, sort of. I mean, yes. Although
so
they seem to
yes
not
and
be
no.
on Axia all the time. It's complicated.
Wait, what?
They're not always on Axia. They're
No,
on
the Science
other
Guild.
place.
She'll be like, no, the Science Guild got driven out of Axia. Post the unraveling.
What's the unraveling?
How do I describe the time that the world ended? It's time that the world ended. You know, like that time, like God got mad and flooded the planet.
And did this happen recently? This is already 3
Defined
questions.
recently.
I mean, like, I don't know. Are we talking 10 years, 100 years, 1,000
Definitely,
years?
like a couple decades.
Okay. Is this something we would have heard of before?
Yes.
I
This is
probably
the thing that this is. So okay. Let's. So there's the thing. So basically, Axia was like this regular like continent, this regular like on a planet attached to like the ground thing. And then this thing happened called the unraveling, where everything kind of broke and the world kind of ended. And oh look, our giant rock is now floated. Then like 1,000 years went by, and we still kind of remember the time when we were one giant piece of rock. But like, not really. Like it's like 1,000 years isn't that much time, but like it's enough time. And so the Scions, Elizabeth will tell you, were basically blamed for the unraveling. They were the force behind. They were the fall guys for the calamity. You did something, and then you broke the planet, and then they got driven off of the planet because you broke the planet and were a little mad at you.
The Scions do know how to play. They know how to think with portals, but I'm not sure if that's causes it. This is Sorcha thinking. She's just gonna shrug.
I mean, you can't ask someone who's dead 1,000 years, you know?
Yeah.
And they didn't take a lot of good notes because a lot of times when they were being driven out of town, they were leaving in a little bit of a rush. They didn't really grab all the paperwork.
Yeah, Sorcha's going to look at Elizabeth, put both hands on her shoulders, and just be like, "Are there crystals here? Is this where the crystals come from? Is this where they're made?"
I wish you could see my face making the like, I look left, I look right, I go, yes.
Show me.
I
want to see. She's
I
shaking
don't think
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth's gonna be like, I don't actually think you do. I promise you probably don't. I mean, everyone thinks they want to know, but then they find out, and then they go, I'd rather have not known that.
With Sorcha's face is just like, yes, I do. Like, just it's the Sorcha look of just like, it's knowledge and I must know.
Kira's gonna be like, she does.
So she's gonna take you to a we're gonna take a brief aside while this happens. Actually, I'm just gonna tell. Actually, does anyone else want to know? Does anyone else want to know where the crystals come from?
Yep.
Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to go on this field trip. Elizabeth's gonna be like, do you all want to go on this field trip? Or are we all going on this field trip?
Would rather we didn't split up again.
No, it's fine.
We're okay with that, guys. No, I'm still saying that to Boo. To Saren and everyone.
9 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
Mainly to
It's a field
Saren.
trip. It's a field trip.
Okay, so okay, that is what I wrote down that it was. Let's see, how did you get there? Let's see. We need to go. So she's gonna lead you on a bit of a trip. So remember how earlier and it's sort of like the direction in which Kira came from, and you can keep asking her questions as she like leads you on this trek. And so, I mean, yes, you should keep asking her questions as she leads you on this trek. 'Cause I know where we're going, but I want you to ask questions before you get there, because then when you get there, we're gonna end the episode and you're gonna be mad.
Oh, great. Okay. So did Sorcha ask? I know Kira asked her questions. Sorcha asked both questions or just one?
Sorcha asked where the crystals come from, which is only one. But I'm not even gonna count that.
But
as a
that's all
question.
she's gonna give a shit about until she
Correct.
sees them anyway. So she's not gonna ask another question.
I mean, she might. Like,
You're so funny. You will not. The only thing you care about until we get there are the papers in your hand and the crystal you go and see. We're real lucky we're real lucky all the portals are in the ceiling and not in the floor, or we'd lose you again.
It's true.
this is true.
So figure how you get there. Actually, no, we're just gonna do it like that. So did anyone have any questions before we get there?
Sorcha,
Yes.
Sorcha is going to ask where the Skyworm is.
I don't know. How would I know that?
This is it. This is the Skyworm. This.
But where is it in the world?
Oh, like, look, and I pull out one of the papers and I'm like pointing at where I've drawn
Oh my
where
God,
it wraps around the bottom.
Oh my God, you made drawings! Sorcha's just like squealing in happiness as I need to go here. I need to look, and
you're heading that direction. You are heading back in the direction of the place that Kira saw the hole in the wall.
No one told Sorcha this, and if anyone does tell Sorcha this, she will start running.
I mean, it's safe. It's not like you're gonna trip and fall and fall on something sharp and pointy.
Don't ever believe her when she says, "Oh, we're safe." You know what? Just keep walking with us.
No, that was sarcasm. There's a bunch of sharp, pointy rocks out there that are
See?
basically teeth that
Don't
they got
ever
swallowed.
believe her.
Because you know how sharks eat their teeth by accident? Oh yeah, they're just showing you what the Skyworm looks like from the outside. It looks like this. Sorry, team, I forgot.
You never did show us the Skyworm, yeah.
It looks like this, and it has you're seeing a bunch of these things on the inside. But like, that's what it looks like on the
it's
outside.
so cute. That's not a mammal.
Precious.
You see those teethy things?
That is not a mammal.
Sometimes
Very much not a mammal, but so precious. I think he's cute.
It's adorable. Oh my goodness.
And you're inside of it, and it's got some teeth on the inside.
Both of you are
Big
weird.
noodle.
He's like the worm from Dune, but a hammerhead.
Someone else said that to me.
Your noodles are not cute.
It's like a
They're
big
danger
sky
noodles.
noodle. It is a big sky noodle.
It could have been a giant serpent, but y'all were like, nah, I don't want to deal with eggs. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be a whale then.
It looks like the Leviathan. It would be a serpent, but it may not be a reptile.
But it's a whale today.
Listen, actually, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a whale that lays eggs.
It's its own classification.
It's a
This is a magical world. It can be whatever you
It's a
want.
magical world. The Skyworm lays eggs.
All right, so Zaren's gonna walk up just close enough to kind of put her arm around Elizabeth in that right now we're friends, but please keep in mind how close my hand is to your lying little throat kind of way. Be like, so, not yet, she ain't. So, where's everybody else who was with you?
Dead? She says that like you can see like the question mark happening above her head. Like I thought she thinks this is a trick question and she's not sure the correct answer.
I'm gonna give one of them. You know how your grandpa puts his arm around your boyfriend's shoulder when he don't like him very much, and one of those little bit titers.
Yeah.
How'd they die, hun?
I'm assuming they were eaten by the sky worm, or destroyed by the portal, or ripped apart by physics, or touched
But
something
not
bad.
you, huh? Well, I just keep in mind at this point, Saren thinks she's a serial killer. Saren thinks she's a serial killer living inside a worm, eating everybody who falls in. I don't trust her. I think I don't trust none of this.
Also, a quick shot to the back and like Kiralin's severity and like it says, "Why does no one get that we have been eaten by the worm? This is the worm."
See, that's my concern about eaten by the worm,
disassociate from this, okay? I am in full disassociation mode until we get out of here, because this is so not good.
This is too much for Verity. Verity's just like, you know what? I'm gonna let my body.
I don't know how I feel about this. Verity, I'm sorry. But specifically, here's the thing. So Elizabeth's saying these words, but like the way she's saying it, she's like, it's sort of like she's like, you can tell she's guessing. Like she has no idea the answer, like the actual, like what happened to these two. She just knows that they are not here with her. Therefore, she assumes that they are dead. Like, I can't see them. They must be dead.
Saren is going to take that, regardless of the fact that Arnica knows that you're telling the truth. Saren is going to take that as prevarication. She thinks she's lying through her teeth, but that she's really, really bad at it because she's used to just lying once and then eating her victims. Correct. I don't just think she's a serial killer. I think she's a serial killer and a cannibal.
I mean, okay, so here's the other thing. When you're touching her, so you remember how I said earlier there was that weird purring thing happening?
Yeah.
I remember how I said earlier, like when you looked at her when you looked at her in the dark, her eyes kind of glowed like a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like when you touch a naked cat, like actually that weird skin feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that.
Okay, now I know. Now I know she's been killing and eating people because you know what? It's too soon and too morbid. But trust that a cat will get a body.
Your neighbor never mind. But okay, so let me rephrase this. This is definitely a bipedal human being. This is most certainly a bipedal, fully human being. This is a human being that has maybe or maybe not spent a little too much time directly absorbing and interacting with raw crystal secretion things.
And it's just made her cat-ish.
No, it like the who's touched furry friend? Who's touched Kyoto?
I think everybody but me.
Everyone. No, furry, like everyone is
Furry friend laid on me, but I did not touch furry friend. It laid on my back while I laid on my stomach screaming about how y'all were gonna let a wolf eat me.
Yes, that is fair. So you know how when you touch a cat, like pass their fur into their skin?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else touches Elizabeth, you sort of feel like you're touching a furless version of furry friend.
Interesting.
Like the way fuzzy friend is sort of like a fox, but also sort of not like a regular thingamabob. Like definitely something a little weirdly magical happened in there. Like, hey, a long time ago, my ancestors might have made friends with something that wasn't fully regular, and now I'm the direct descendant of that weirdly that offspring.
At this, like, as soon as Sorcha notices this, she's gonna use her second question to be like, Why are your eyes glowing? Why this? Are you okay? Did something happen? Or did you become some sort of monster thing? Can I become can you see in the dark? I want to be able to see in the dark.
Okay.
I'll save so much on candles.
There's a lot of questions happening there. The answer is it's the water. Don't drink too much of it.
But wait,
it's not really water. I would not. Elizabeth's like, I would not suggest. In fact, I would suggest we should probably find out how to leave since you figured out how to get here. No one's ever figured that one out before. Everyone who's ever come here has died.
But if the water lets you see in the dark, I want to drink the water.
I'm sure it's water. Can't guarantee the pH balance is not correct for water, but it hasn't
bile.
killed me yet. It's not bile. I'm not making her drink vomit. That's weird. I'm not that weird.
There's not a lot of things inside and inside.
Also,
it's definitely not.
The liquids are limited.
It's definitely water, but it's like not like just water. It's like water that's been like through some strainers.
It's like the
bile ducts. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So why is that the line? Why is the line, I'm not having her drink bile, of everything that's happened today? Why is that the line?
I feel like that's bad. I feel like I keep telling you nothing here wants to kill you.
So wait, is it like the? Oh wait, okay.
It's like drinking sweat. Like she drinks Skyworm sweat. I don't know how to describe it. It is perfectly fine water, but like it's been through a Skyworm.
Sweat is not perfectly fine water. Okay, I'm done.
I don't know. I don't drink people's sweat.
Okay, so Sorcha's going to Sorcha more, being like trying to get all of the particulars while taking lots of notes. And is unbelievably excited by absolutely everything being said constantly. Like,
it's all nightmare fuel. It's all of its nightmare fuel.
Oh, she's loving every moment of it. Like, you guys swear she's vibrating so much she might start sinking through the floor because her molecules are just passing through it. Like, that's how the intensity of Sorcha's excitement right now.
So while Sorch is being very excited over there in the corner, Verity, Kira, do you have any other questions? Because you're almost upon the thing that is going to show you how the crystals are being made, and then we're going to go to the end of our episode.
I believe I've used mine, so I will.
I stopped counting, let's be honest. But Verity, do you have any questions? I feel like you have not asked a single question about what's happening in this poor Skyworm's body.
She is just like overwhelmed. Her mind is going like
also Beachy
three.
Does. Okay, yeah.
300 a minute, and she's just like, okay, let's just get through here and we'll talk about this later.
I love how Verity thinks she's gonna leave here. It's just so cute.
Yes, she's like, we're going home, and then I can sit down and think about this.
As an aside, Sorcha, what are you doing with Bird Friend? Bird Friend's back in your bag, right?
Sorcha gently tucked Bird Friend away.
Okay, Bird Friend is away. Just checking. I need to make sure your hands were free.
Because she wrapped Bird Friend up in like a
birdie burrito.
She took a a book cover and made a birdie burrito and gave it more little bits of light.
Okay. So I need everyone to, she's going to come to like a tunnel, and like, it's not dark. It's kind of like, you hear like okay. So you know how there's no echo happening here because it's soft fleshy bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, you still hear that dull drop sound of like liquid hitting soft fleshy thing, but like not like cave echo drop sound.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get there, I don't know how to describe the inside of this thing, but imagine like there's like, how do I describe this? I need a prop. I need a shiny. Okay, so imagine a small shiny rock, and there's a bunch of like icky, gross, like thick saliva connecting to it from like all over the bits. Like it's suspended. It's gross. It's like a spider web. Imagine a crystal-y thing covered in a spider web of
of spit.
Yeah, for the lack of better term, spit.
It's a suspended cocoon.
Of mucus.
Of mucus, yes. And it's glowing. In a very familiar sort of way.
Sorcha looks elated. That's amazing!
And it looks like the regular crystals, not like the bad kind of crystals, like the regular, good, healthy crystals. That I'm not gonna make you ridiculously high and probably kill you kind of crystals.
Yeah, Sorcha, like, Elizabeth was like, yeah, you probably don't want to know. Sorcha gets there and is just, like, you didn't think she could get more excited and happy, but she got more excited and happy. She's just going to grab Elizabeth and shake her and be like, this is amazing. Do you know what this means? This is phenomenal. This is a discovery of a lifetime. I can't believe it. And just go on and on.
Wait.
She's
doing
going to shake everyone and give everyone hugs and just be so happy.
So Asher being very excitable, Bird Friend breaks free from your bag and like gives a angry, happy. I don't know how to describe the sound this bird makes. It makes the I can fight that sound. I'm gonna fight that sound.
Hold
and
on.
Goes to fight the crystal.
Hold on. The bird was wrapped up in a birdie burrito.
No, the bird is like the amount of anger that is radiating from this bird has freed it from its prison. Like between you're bouncing around, like it's like imagine like you know like when you like swaddle a toddler and
no
suddenly
swaddle
they're
is
free?
unbeatable.
No, you know when you dress, I say swaddle. You know when you put clothes on a toddler and you think, oh yeah, I fastened all the straps, they can't get free, and then suddenly they're butt fucking naked running for it?
Yep.
And you don't like you were just holding on to them, like they were just like and you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Like here's the thing, Sorcha had the bird swaddled and her bag was buckled closed. So
all swaddles
been
can be
free.
beaten.
That's fair.
You have been jumping a lot. It's like
a lot of excitability, a lot of shaking. The bird only needed like the thing about babies is they only need one free hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bird did not have a free hand.
The bird has a mouth. It has teeth. And a sharp little claw. Listen, the bird is free.
Well, Sorcha's gonna gravity will it back.
You said it's not a foe anymore. It's your pet now.
Yeah, you can't. It's not your enemy, and the crystal's not sentient. It can't be your enemy. It's okay. It just wants to eat the crystal. It's okay. It's just a crystal that glows light, and it wants.
You gotta let it fight this thing. I want to see what happens.
It's not gonna fight this thing. It's just trying to eat the crystal. It's hungry. It's blowing. Listen.
So I've just been feeding it.
This is a bigger, better source of food.
Well,
listen, to be fair, it can't fit it in its mouth, but that doesn't mean it's not going to try.
Sorcha's gravity willing it back.
Your bird is fine. Your bird's not going anywhere. You're going to have him back. Icarus is not going.
She's scared. She doesn't want it to get hurt. She's just going to be like, come back here and catch it and hug it.
It's like imagine an angry cat trying to get to its food dish. Like you're attempting to hold an angry cat that would like to eat. You're standing between the cat and food.
She's gonna then put like, because you said it's the size of a crow, right?
No. Oh yeah, it's the size of the crow. The crystal's bigger than that. The crystal's not gonna fit its mouth.
She's gonna like brace it between like her chest. Like if she can catch it after she gravity wells it, she'd brace it with her hand in her chest and just start feeding it light. Like she's got.
Are you just shoving food in this bird?
No, she's just holding it holding like making constant like really bright blue fire and letting it just like eat the light.
Sorcha, have you ever held a chicken in real life?
Yes.
I don't think
yeah, you wrap your hands around it and you keep its wings down so it doesn't flap around or hurt itself.
Yeah. You've held a nice chicken. Have you ever held a real mad rooster in your life? Because
the wet cat when you take it away from its food.
I've held all of these things, and like chickens are fine, but I'm imagining it's trying to fight her like a rooster. I'm like, oh no, her eyes.
Hold on a second. I need to find the video of the kitten stealing food.
I know how angry they can get, but Sorcha's going to try.
No, I'm not. Okay, so here's the thing: you're trying very hard. Like you're doing your best. it's just like there's a like you're a good food source. Don't get me wrong, but like this is their food source. This is like this is like I can't think of a better food source than like
Chocolate.
fish.
It's like chocolate. It's like the best treat ever, right?
Yeah,
The
it's like
tastiest.
It's listen, the bird's gonna go for the crystal. It can't fit in its mouth, but it's gonna try its damnedest, okay? It's trying.
Sorchas doesn't want it to get stuck in all the mucus, so she's not.
I mean,
that's like that pelican trying to eat that
little
little bowl.
A snake
and
trying
it's
to eat
trying
an egg
to
that's
eat
too
it.
big for itself.
It's too big for it. It's not going, but it's still like. You mean?
But when the bird friend tries to eat my crystal, Elizabeth is gonna be like, "What the actual fuck is that?" And bird meets crystal meets weird things happening, an angry purring sound that you could feel vibrating through the goes from like vaguely angry purring, like I'm aggressively unhappy cat purring, to which one's I know.
Can Sorcha roll anything to wrestle bird friend?
What does this sound like? Hold on a second. I'm gonna give you a sound effect. Can I get the sound effect? No, I need it loud or something. I need.
It goes from angry purring to like car engine, motorboat.
Can I make the sound play through my headphones?
Angry truck. Please, it might blast our ears. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Fine.
That seems like a dangerous. It seems like playing with fire right there.
That would scream and fall off this bed.
No, it's not that. Let's see. Can I get this? Is it this? What's nope, that's you. It's not me. But there it is. That's what it is. It sounds like that. It sounds like exactly like this. How do I get this exact point in time? Sorry, it's this. Copy
where did
this.
you send it?
I'm putting it in Twitch chat so everyone can hear it together.
Oh no.
But like that sound. It goes like, it starts sounding like that, and a little bit less like this.
Oh.
Oh, the bear rumbly sound.
That's
Okay,
really
it
funny.
used to
You
sound
could have
like
just
this.
said it sounds like a bear rumbling and I would have known.
Oh, well, I don't know what.
I live in the woods.
Wait. So I just put another sound in chat. It used to sound like the second thing, but now it sounds like the first thing.
Okay. Can Sorcha roll something to wrestle bird friend?
Do you have a net?
No, but it like Sorcha has magic. She's if every time it goes off, she's gonna just keep gravity welling it back.
It's like trying to put a toddler in their crib at night when it doesn't want to go to bed. Like you can keep putting it back there, but it's just gonna keep leaving.
Well, she's gonna keep trying, and she's gonna.
I'm not saying you're failing at it. It's happening. It's a constant. Like you look away for 2 seconds and it's free again.
Okay, she's going to use like. Don't we
Wait,
still
hold on.
have the blanket?
We used the blanket to slime ourselves out. We left that gross thing way the fuck back when.
Wait, Kira, what were you saying?
Oh, I was literally just going to say, is the crystal brighter than the flame? Is that why it's...
Yes, it is a fully formed, functioning,
So
brand new crystal, untapped by any one crystal.
And letting off loads of light.
So Sorcha is going
untainted light, fresh, pure light, nothing but light.
Mm-hmm.
So Sorcha's going to pull the bird friend in and use like the thing she had it swaddled in as a net, and just sort of like use that to sort of pin it down so that she can get her hands around it without it like.
I mean, once you get it in its net, it's not going to stop trying, but like it's not going to get free without like a little bit more effort. But while this entire endeavor is happening, while you're fighting this bird and the bird is trying to eat this crystal, Elizabeth's looking at you and the bird going, what the fuck, what the fuck? And the crystal, which had been glowing like regular crystal, so it's like glowing like aggressive, and like the sound that you're hearing, the bear sounds, are happening from the crystal.
Sorcha is currently preoccupied scolding the bird, saying, no, you can't eat that. No, bad bird. Bad
Everyone else, however, you can tell the sound that, like, over the sound of the squawking bird and Sorcha scolding, and Elizabeth's freaking the fuck out in the background.
Yeah, Kira is gonna approach the crystal herself.
Is Kira gonna touch the crystal?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Cool, Kira, you touch the crystal. Kira touches the crystal. We're gonna do one thing, and then we're gonna go and say goodbye. I need you, my good friend Kira.
I don't like that look. That's an alarming look.
I don't. Okay, hold on a second. Can I do that? Can I click? No, I can't do that. Can I do that? No. I want to do a thing. Hold on a second. I want to do a thing, and it's in your bio. Nope. So you remember how I said earlier it tasted like Tesla coil, but like fake blueberry?
Mhm.
Actually, you remember? Okay. Actually, do I have where that is? Hold on a second. Let's go find out if I can find in this thing. We're gonna search for the word taste. And then we're gonna figure out. Nope, it's not there. What does it taste like? What does the bad crystal taste like?
So this is.
I mean, I haven't licked it yet. I've just touched it.
No. I mean, it's not that feeling.
Like, Sorcha did not let the bird actually get to the crystal. As soon as the bird gets out, she's gonna start wrestling it. That's the thing.
Yeah, but Kira
Wait,
touched
what?
the crystal.
I touched it.
Kira touched it.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, Kira touched the crystal. Sorry, Kira touched the crystal.
In my head, I'm imagining the shot is like all of this stuff is happening, and then just goes to like a wider shot, and all these things are happening, and then she's just Kira's just
literally.
slowly walking towards it.
Like Kira
I'm
has
just
like
gonna
direct
touch it.
eye contact with this crystal. Kira, like everyone else was like watching Sorcha and the bird and Elizabeth freak out. And then there's Kira who's like looking at the crystal going, can I put that in my mouth?
Like it. I just want to know what it is.
It is. Have you ever go? This is actually like a real thing. Like, so you know when you touch a like something that's electrically charged,
Yeah.
but you're not fully electrocuted, but you know, like if you're like God's grace from having been electrocuted, like you have that in your brain going, I almost got electrocuted.
Yeah.
It's like that, but you know that feeling. That's the feeling of like you felt a lesser version of that handling crystals before. Like
This is why I touched it, because I handle crystals like all the time. Granted, like little pieces and less.
Yeah. This is
fresh.
a fully fresh. This is like I did heroin for the first time in my life. I don't know what that feels like, but I feel like that's what this would feel like. Like that first, like, cause like I know like heroin is one of those drugs where like if you do it once, you can only go like nothing ever feels as good as the first time. That's why people end up overdosing. Anyway, they're like continuing looking for that. That's what you feel like when you touch this crystal. Like you've previously been touching like little crystal. This is like,
Yeah.
you're touching it with your bare hand.
Yeah.
You just did heroin for the first time in your life. How do you feel?
I mean, pretty damn great, I think, right now.
Okay.
I won't in a minute, but right now.
Well,
Wow,
here's made a
Sorsha,
point.
your bird could have been high. That could have been your bird. And now he's lying in there mad as hell. He's like, mother betrayed me. Mother took away my drugs. 10,000 years jail for mother.
So, hi
Yeah, I think
everyone.
it's just like she touches it, and then you just see Kira's like.
You see. Oh no! I know what it is. Okay, so you know, like in detective, actually, I have a great. Okay, hold on. And then we're gonna do a rap. And everybody, because I had this saved, and I didn't know why I had this saved, but I have it for this. Read this, but like not this, but this. Like this feeling. This is what Kira's experiencing right now. Is this?
Saw that earlier. Okay.
You know that feeling where you're like, this is everything in my life has led to this moment. Like your entire life flashes before your eyes, and literally you're like, every single thing I've ever done up until this moment. Like your eyes are like there is no more like color in your eye. There's just giant black circles where your eyes used to be. As like you like experience, like you taste sound, you smell feeling. Like synesthesia doesn't cover what Kira is currently going through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you tripping? You on acid? That's what you're doing.
It was a direct
I mean,
line
I'm guessing. Not that I've.
No, it's like if acid and cocaine and like heroin all came together into your like a direct connection to your brain. It's like every single good feeling you've ever had. You're like, this is the meaning of everything.
All right, we got to get off this so I can tell y'all some more about drugs. I can't talk about drugs.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so hi everyone. This is Emmerwin's Ghosts of Axia. Poor Kira, our new baby political person, just got high for the first time.
Hope that
not first time, but like
get
bad time. It's a bad time. It's gonna be fine. Actually, you know what's funny? As an aside, Sarah, remember way back when you came across Noelle's brother?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Noelle's brother was kind of high.
I do, just a little.
And you remember like the look on his face, and it's like everything's terrible. It's the opposite of the look that's currently on Kira's face. Like Noelle's brother looks like everything's terrible. I'm dying. Every bad choice I've ever made has led to this moment. Kira's face is every good choice I've ever made led to this moment.
You're real lucky you got an herbalist in your party, little girl. All right, let's do this.
Anyway, so goodbye, everyone. Everything's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen here. Kira's gonna be fine. Kira's gonna get home because my other note. I have two notes. My note is, we were supposed to get back to the surface, but that didn't happen today. But the other episode was the other note was Piper, Trixie, and Oliver show up in Galesburg for that promised party. Kira, however, is going to be indisposed when this happens. But it's fine.
Or a really, really good party, a really good host.
Listen, I don't know. It's up to you. We gotta get to the surface tomorrow or next week and see what happens. I feel like every time our season comes to an end, you're trapped in some bad place trying to leave.
For the best.
Oh man, anyway, we're gonna do goodbyes, hi and money. I'm the storyteller. I don't apologize for anything that I've done. I do apologize for whatever terrible things, however, I've done to the Emberwind lore, if Derek ever sees any of these. But I'm not really sorry, because you know what? I asked some questions in the Discord, and no one gave me a good answer. So this is what happens. Arnica, do your outro.
Hi, I'm Arnica. You can find me on Twitter at ArnicaXRoss. You can find me on Twitch, never doing anything but hanging out here at Elflight83. And you unfortunately will not find me in the space, in the space issue of Violet magazine. I got rejected, and it was not the dream rejection letter I wanted where it just said, ew, no. They were polite about it. But you should still pick it up anyway.
I'm so sorry that they were polite about your rejection.
You don't understand. I knew I was gonna get rejected. I had a nightmare about it like 4 days before, and I opened the email, and the email just said, "You know." And so I didn't want to open the email in real life because I thought it was again gonna say "you know," and then it was really nice, and I was mad that it didn't say "you know."
I mean,
any places where we can go to read your writings?
Yeah, come to my Twitter. I write live quite often, and then when I bother finishing them, I pop them on my Patreon, which I don't even remember the address of. I normally just write on Twitter.
I will make you do the thing.
Okay.
Verity, Viv, you're up.
Hi, I'm Visha, or Verity, who's really not in her comfort zone right now.
I'm sorry. It'll be
That is
better
okay.
tomorrow.
That is completely okay. Next time we'll be better, and hopefully my child will not have chosen violence that morning either.
I will choose violence every day. What are you talking about?
Yes, I know. Remember, I have 14 of them in my classroom. However, today you can actually hop on over to Stella Luna's channel. She's having her 10-hour marathon, and at 5:30 I'm gonna be playing in a Valor one-shot as a nerdy knowledge magic girl from the School of Knowledge, and her name is Constance, and it's going to be chaos, totally chaos. On Mondays I'm on Wiley Hobbit's channel where we play some D&D, and right now we just got a fairy character who's actually hanging out with us and flying around and causing chaos. I am not the chaos child in that game. And on Wednesdays, you can find me on Mr. Hooper's channel where we're playing Ultramodern 5, where I am playing the short chaos child with the big weapons.
It's fine. Everything about that is fine. Everything about that sentence was fine. Sweth?
Hello, I am Sweth. I am looking forward to next session being super high. That's going to be fun. You can find me on the internet on Twitter and Insta at Zwethra, and here on Twitch as Sweth. I try and stream most weeks. It's been a little bit iffy at the moment, but I do on Sunday. We do games. On Wednesday we do crafts, and I have a every other week on Thursdays I'm going to start doing TTRPG design stuff. So come and check that out. And of course, I'm here with these lovely people.
Hi, I'm Valdrianth. I stream on Twitch sometimes, and I just dropped a bunch of money on a brand new computer, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more of that soon, because my computer isn't suffering and having a hard time anymore. I normally do things like roguelikes and games that are like strategy based, but I also really like first person shooters and a whole bunch of stuff. And since I have a lot of power here, I'll be doing a lot of that. So expect a nice wide variety of things I enjoy. So yeah, follow me, enjoy, have fun. We have fun.
Hi, and I'm Imani. Like I said, I am MCatter TV on Twitch. MCatter Dev on Twitter. I am taking a Twitch break because Twitch is Twitch. And reevaluating my life, my work-life balance choices. We'll see what happens. But you can definitely find me on Twitter. I'm definitely not leaving Twitter. In fact, it is one day after the 2-year anniversary of me putting out my first tabletop RPG. So you can see me talking about that shit on Twitter, because I was supposed to do it like 2 days ago, but then I didn't because I was dying. But I'm not anymore, so it's fine. And anyway, we're gonna go raid Neocaster and stick around while we do that. Bye. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Bye.